With just under 200 days to go until the 2026 World Cup, we are here finally to find out where Canada will be playing, where all the big nations will be playing, where all 48 competing nations will be playing. We're just here for a live reaction from the draw. This is a little bit of the looser stream as I introduce everyone's here. We got Thomas, we got Fab, and we got Luca, as well as Marissa over there operating our own physical version of the draw board. They put a lot of serious work into that, as you can see. It kind of looks like a workshop for reasons maybe we'll joke about later, but not now. But anyhow, if you are looking for the more formalized broadcast and the draw itself, we're also streaming that on TSN. This is a lot looser. We're here to just debate and chat about possible group of death scenarios, best and worst case scenarios for Canada as far as groups goes, which I don't think there's a worst case scenario, but we'll go into that because it's the World Cup. Any match is amazing. So either way, welcome, folks.
Wow.
This is exciting, right? Like finally, after all this, it like finally feels real. You watch all these international friendlies and you kind of just forget, you know, how much bigger it feels when you actually know who's playing who.
But then once we know who's playing who, I'm going to be like, man, I just can't wait for the tournament to start. So it's definitely an exciting day. Excited to see how all the different pots fall and how the groups are looking like.
Yeah, I mean, it's time to see who is getting who. This is the process we have to go through to be even more excited come June.
For us Italians here, we've got some more waiting to do as well past this date because we're not even in. We've got Andrea Bocelli on screen right now. What a beast.
There are currently more Italians in this broadcast than obviously in the tournament itself, which we'll run. I like how we're all like drawing
We're
scenarios.
starting early.
We're starting
We're getting
early.
after
Yeah,
it
we're
early.
getting after
Okay,
it early with this one. But yes, Marissa also here on hand. I believe she's wearing an Italy jersey
She is.
as well already, or shirt. That's right, she said. Let's go over the draw procedures though, because it will be confusing. It is quite confusing. And in case you need a little bit of an explainer, let's go over it right now. Here we go. Let me see if I can pop it up on screen there so I can see as well, Maddie. If not, I will read it just over here. Okay, well, okay. It's a number of things that you're going to need to know for the draw. The first one, obviously Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Their group has already been decided as being hosts. Mexico, they have the opening match. They'll be in Group A. Canada, they will be Group B, being the second match. And the United States, they are going to be in Group D. And the reason they're not in Group C, it's because they chose to play their games on the West Coast, and I guess because of scheduling. They're still the third match, but they're in Group D instead. Now, no group will have more than one team from the same confederation drawn into it. Of course, this excludes UEFA teams because there's 16 of them, so there will be at least one of each in every single group, but there will be 4 groups that will have 2 UEFA nations in it as well. There's also going to be 2 pathways to make things even more confusing, although this is kind of like they didn't want to, I guess, front load the actual knockout rounds. So 2 ways. Spain being the top seed and Argentina being the second seed. They'll be drawn into opposite pathways. They cannot face each other until the final. That is, if they win their groups. While France and England, same thing, being the third and fourth nations, they'll also be drawn into opposite pathways. Each group going to be comprised of 1 team from each of the pots. So, by virtue, again, of being a host nation, Canada, we're going to be a little bit luckier this time out than last time because we're a pot 1 team, which means it's all the high seeds, and then 2, 3, and 4 from there. But I don't know. We've discussed this kind of off camera already. It's kind of interesting, and I think it's by virtue of there being 48 teams this time out, and the fact that 3 teams from a number of groups, 8, I believe, right? 8 third place teams can now advance. Yeah. Because of that new round of 32, it's almost like some fans are looking past the group stage matches a little bit. At least it feels like it in my mind, where I get it. You want an easier group so you can think of getting to a knockout round. But I don't know about you guys. But I think the best case scenario is you get interesting matches in the group stage. If they draw like an Italy or Norway, as much as that's like competitively, you know, not ideal, dude, you get to see like Erling Haaland in Toronto or in Vancouver. Like, no way. Like, I'm taking that match like over just another one personally.
I think because they're a host nation, it kind of becomes a whole different conversation. The way Canada soccer and their national team, with all the momentum they've built over the last few years, it feels like right now it's all about capitalizing on that and getting the next generation so excited about this team. And I think the best way to do that is if they draw a team like Norway and you can watch Erling Haaland at BMO Field or at BC Place, or if they draw a team like Croatia, one of the better Pot 2 teams. So it's definitely one where, it's how successful of a tournament is if you just kind of rack up some wins against teams that maybe you should beat and then ultimately lose in whether it's a round of 32 or round of 16. I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see them up against good competition. I think it's a really good measuring stick. It reminds me of a year ago when they played the Netherlands, when they played France in those friendlies, and they fared pretty well. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's a tough one because you want them to advance, obviously, but you also want them to have some spotlight on them, and that means playing a big star like Haaland or Salah, someone like that. So for me, the perfect Canada group is kind of a blend of maybe you get like a very winnable match, but then you also get some good competition where you can properly measure yourself. Because at the end of the day, man, this is like, you're never going to have a moment like this if you're Canada. This is a home World Cup. The spotlight is on you for once. And yeah, like that's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think we were talking about before, like looking back at the last World Cup, the group that they ended up in was insanely tough. And it almost swung the pendulum the other way of like, you're facing a bunch of countries that are really, really good. You haven't had, I guess, a game against a country that you probably should beat. And so it'll be interesting to see like that scenario for Canada, along with maybe teams that are not at the level of like a Croatia or a Belgium.
You said it yourself, like, it's kind of insane the more you think of it. Like, Morocco was looked at as like, okay, maybe we could scrape one by. And like the way that expectations just changed so quickly is because they played Belgium so well, which, I think it's been discussed enough at this point that with how poorly Belgium did, like that really felt like the opportunity of opportunities that was in front of them. But I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong with just getting competitive matches early on, because if they got like a group, let's just say, and we'll go over it, we have a bunch of different like permutations and scenarios, but they get a group that's perhaps not as star-studded, and then you draw like a Switzerland if you make it to like a round of 32 and like you kind of just lose to a well-organized team there. I don't know if that's a better World Cup than drawing some massive group stage matches that you just remember for a lifetime. But I totally get the competitive side of it too. So let's take a look at some of these possible interesting pathways and groups, by the way. So groups of death for Canada. Let's take a look at that. We ran the numbers. We've gone through all the pots.
Wow.
And here it is. So the first one is, and again, all of these very well could happen today when the draw happens: Canada, Norway, Colombia, and Italy. So in that, obviously, you have a team that's been undefeated in qualifying in Norway, who just has the greatest goal scorer of his generation, as well as Colombia, a team that, again, they've kind of been in an uptick of form, especially based on how they did in the Copa America, and they're just Colombia, period. They have weapons everywhere. And Italy, who, while they're struggling, it's still Italy. Like,
They still have to qualify, but yes.
and yes, they still have to qualify. That is a huge if. It is funny that none of us ever thought of putting Sweden in there, in like Isak and
I think I brought it up.
Yeah. The second possible one: Canada, Norway in there again, Uruguay, and Turkey. Which again, every single one of those is like you couldn't even guarantee like a draw out of that, right? Like, I mean,
that's really tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough.
Yeah, like that's just impossible.
There's so many strong, especially European, with the European playoff still having to happen. Like, whoever gets those teams in pot 4 is just in for. And then if you couple that with the fact that Norway, like you said, one of the most dominant teams in European qualifying, that they're a pot 3 team, that is a nightmare matchup to whoever draws them.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about, you want a competitive group. At the same time, you're not going to be mad if you get one of the minnows in pot 4, because pot 2 and 3 are guaranteed tough matches. There's no escaping that.
Yeah. And then the last one, Canada, Egypt, which is already okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Get to face Salah
best players
Marmoush.
in the world.
And then Croatia again.
Oh, man.
And Denmark if they made it, which is again another team that just has depth all over it and plenty of players in the top 5 leagues in Europe. So those are the groups of death, though. Those are the possible ones. Wow. For Canada. And we're not just here to talk about Canada as well. It is just other possible interesting groups from this draw. Because, I mean, yeah, like you want to watch all of Canada's matches, but the best of the best, here's some strong groups that could happen. Starting with Spain here, it's the defending European champions. Once again, you're going to see Colombia in there. They could draw Algeria as well as Turkey. And then another one, there's Argentina, Morocco, Norway, and Denmark. So, like, man, that'd be pretty insane. Like, Norway almost feels as if like they could end up in a lot of scenarios that they don't want, even though they had such a good showing, obviously because of their own ranking and seeding as a pot 3 team. But I don't know. Like, I don't think Norway's going to mind that at all. Like, they also seem like a nation that will take any match and they don't care, which I'm sure Canada feels similarly.
It's also their first time being like Holland. I know he's relatively a young player, but he's been with the national team for a while now, and they haven't been at a major tournament. So I think part of this for them is just being excited to be here and wanting to face the best competition, and they're really going to embrace that sort of dark horse role, the fact that they're in pot 3 and they know that they're going to be playing against some top teams.
Yeah, and honestly, the strong group of like the Argentina, Morocco, Norway, Italy, I think is probably one of them that we don't have on the board there, but that would be insane. Yeah,
That's a really good one.
Yeah, but now I made another one just for fun of the goals galore, and the reason for that, all of the top scoring nations from their confederations could possibly meet in one group too. That'd be Netherlands, Japan, Cote d'Ivoire, and yeah, Curacao, who they probably would be in the receiving end in this case versus it. But technically speaking,
It
yeah,
counts. It's goals galore.
95 goals between them in 34 matches. Like, and again, if you're from Curacao, the second smallest nation, or are they the smallest? No, they're the smallest. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's Cape Verde is the second to ever make it. There's no way they wouldn't take that. You kidding me? You get to face all those countries? That'd be amazing.
Goals galore, I think, is an appropriate title for that one. It'd be entertainment at its finest, at the very least.
That looks like a fun group.
Yeah, I would love that.
I'm here for that.
I'm turning into every single match for that one. England's House of Horrors, that's another one in there. So also possible. They could have Uruguay, who they had lost to in the 2014 World Cup. Algeria, where they got a draw against them. That was also proved to be pretty costly because they were second in the group there. And Italy, who, of course, they lost to in the European final. That's just like, if they want to exercise demons, they'd hope for a group like that, because I don't think current state of all of these teams that they would mind that group at all.
No.
I don't think they'd mind anybody at this point. They didn't allow a goal in qualifying. They're...
Yeah, well, Tuchel is a proven manager. He's a tournament manager. So for once, I think they have the proper guy to potentially lead them to the promised land. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, now of all of these ones, let's go through the actual pots themselves here. Let's take a peek before the draw actually gets underway. Pot 1, Pot 2, Pot 3, and Pot 4. Let's take a look. So this is all based on rankings, as well as Canada, Mexico, and USA getting added in there as the hosting nations. And from there, Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, England, France, Germany, Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain. Well, Pot 2 is kind of interesting. I don't know about you guys. Like, it's like Pot 3 feels like they might actually have, well, maybe not, but like Pot 4, because of Italy alone, already has, and Sweden potentially being in there.
Potentially Denmark as well.
Like, we thought this was going to be a tournament where the group of death might have just disappeared, but because, thank you, Italy once again, and Sweden.
There's
that's
other
back
teams
on the
too,
menu.
though. But there's Poland could be in there. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities that could come out of Europe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's terrible that we have to wait till March to know the winners of the European playoffs and...
Yeah, because they're going to
sorted.
determine so much of what these groups look like as well.
It's true.
Yeah, but Pot 2, and I think one of the craziest things, we had Ecuador versus Canada just like a few weeks ago, and man, they're so deep now. Ecuador,
Yeah.
is one of those countries, and then even though it's like all Arsenal just signed like 2 of these wonder kids from there.
the
I think,
twins,
I think
yeah.
United just signed it. Like, yeah. Anyways, South America is stacked. You don't want any of these teams. It's weird. Like, we spent so much time thinking like, all right, man, who would be competitive for Canada? Who, whatever. It's like, there are so many nations that you just have the same amount of depth that we're finally kind of getting to experience.
Yeah, I mean, pot two, what's interesting is the style of game could be so different compared to who you get. Like, if you get Japan, you're flying up and down, whereas a team like Morocco might just kind of put the brakes on you and shut you down. So it'll determine, like, who or what type of game you might run into if you're Canada as well.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go to potential competitive groups for Canada. And I'm going to have, like, heavy quotations competitive again because, I don't know, there's like there feels like there's a bit of hubris in being a nation that does not have a World Cup win or a World Cup draw at any point. And I get it. We're way better and we're evolving and getting there. And we have players who are capable of so much more and they're not going to be scared of anyone. But, you know, we'll say competitive still because any of these countries you're about to see on this list, like, I'm sure that they'll want to have Canada from the pot one. Like, there's no mistake about that. We're ranked 27th in the world. We're by far the lowest ranked team in that pot one, and most people are going to be circling Canada. So all of these countries we're about to circle, I would imagine they're just fine with this group as well. But here it is: Canada, Australia, Paraguay, and Jordan. That's a possible one for them. There's also Canada, Australia, Scotland, and Cape Verde, where, again, this is one where you're excited because they'd be most likely to at least get one of the 3 spots that'd be up on. But would you really want one of these groups? I don't know.
It's not exciting.
Like, I would.
I want a little more star power. Just one game with a little more star power in there outside of these nations. And no disrespect to any of these nations because it's not like you have it here. They're competitive groups. They're not easy outs by any stretch of the imagination. And given that, like you said, Canada hasn't won a game, now they're the hosts. The pressure is on them even more so than it was the last time we saw them. There's no easy game, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at here, because when you haven't won a game at the World Cup, you're always going to feel a little more pressure until that is off your back.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
I'm just trying to think, like, what is going into this tournament? I guess we will form this opinion more in about 40 minutes' time. But what is the actual expectation for Canada in this tournament?
What would you deem a successful World Cup?
Yes.
Personally, I would say a round of 16.
So you have them in that scenario winning a knockout.
That's what you would deem a successful one?
Yes.
What, even if it was just round of 32, you would say...
Here's my thing. The round of 32 was just the group stage a World Cup ago.
Yeah,
so you're going to say
that was who was in there.
We've made it to the knockout stage now in this new World Cup format. That doesn't impress me personally.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like, I don't know. What do you think?
No, I get what I totally understand what you're saying, and I feel like expectations have just ratcheted up because of how we did in the Copa America, right? Like, we made it as far as we did, and the fact that we took on Argentina, who inevitably won it, and, like, that still feels crazy. Like, we played Messi in a competitive match twice, and it's like they lost to them. But either way, we've played big matches, so it definitely feels as if expectations should ratchet up, and you're not wrong. 32, that used to just be a World Cup. We've expanded it, and to be honest, up until we made that 2022 World Cup, we would have been one of those teams who really would have been happy for that expansion, bar being a host and automatically going in, because it traditionally, for us in our generation, would have meant that's where Canada kind of sneaked in. So I see what you're saying, but getting to play a knockout round match and just getting a 4th match, I think that could be deemed enough of a success. But I'm also a part of the group that thinks that if they draw a bunch of difficult opponents and just showcase soccer as a whole to a whole nother level, that's far more what's at stake for Canada in this tournament. Just growing the game consistently and having people have eyes on it and wanting to be on the national team and understanding that there's a true pathway that if you play the game here, you could end up in Europe, you could end up in South America, any of the major leagues. Like, that's what we're not playing for a trophy in that regard. We're playing for just more exposure. And I think just competitive matches in the group stage, I think they're genuinely in a no-lose scenario.
The only caveat I'll say is obviously we don't know the draw. So that's my,
that's why
my theoretical expectation.
We can change our answer in 40 minutes,
yeah,
right?
if they get the worst group possible, then
we should have smacked Italy. And
well, we'll see.
Yeah. I'm going to ask a question here, a little off the rip. Who's a nation that they could draw that traditionally you think you wouldn't want Canada to get them, but you actually think they do better than most people would assume. And I don't want to keep picking on Italy, but as an example, you could use them if you want. But again, in our examples of teams that were in our potential group of death scenarios for Canada, again, Uruguay, I don't know, it wasn't the A team that the United States just smacked around 5-1. I think they didn't start a number of their strikers, but the midfield was pretty similar, and I think the back line was pretty similar, and they're not going in on a front foot with Bielsa right now. That already feels like one to me, where as much as it's in one of our group of deaths, and again, we lost into the Copa America, I don't think it'd be as insane to get them. I don't know. I think that'd be a matchup you would invite to some degree.
They're kind of there on pedigree, and
Sure.
traditionally that's a country that you see and you fear. I think in general, and maybe this is just more of we haven't really seen much of Canada in this regard, but I feel like they fare better against the South American countries. So if I'm looking at the pot 2 teams, I would rather see them draw a stronger team from one of the South American countries, just because they have that experience of playing in the Copa America and they kind of know what they're going up against. Whereas the European style is a little bit different. They haven't necessarily gone head to head in a competitive match. Yes, they played a couple friendlies a year ago, but a World Cup game is different. So if you're talking about a top team then, and I mean, they didn't have the most success against Croatia and Belgium in the last World Cup. That's where I look to see, that's why I think Uruguay is a good shout. I think Colombia could be a fun game, but not saying I love their chances, but I think it would be, I would invite that.
Just a familiarity, of course, with the South American teams. The risk, though, is you're potentially inviting 2 European teams in pot 3 and 4.
Yes.
If you do draw Colombia, Uruguay, that could add up to a group of death, right? So it's tricky. But yeah, to your point, Colombia, Uruguay. And Uruguay, it's not, your older brothers, Uruguay. They're not at their peak, right?
No Suarez, no Forlan.
They're not the peak version of themselves, but still, they have world-class players. They have Valverde, and that's going to be an extremely gritty, tough kind of match. I don't know, as a neutral, might be... It's gonna be tough, you're in the trenches in that type of game. Right?
That's how Canada likes to play. Every time you watch them, they're almost must-see TV from not necessarily a drama standpoint, but these games get physical. The refs like to take their cards out, whereas more so European style, I feel like there's less pace, but there's more technical ability and there's a lot of passing.
A little more polite.
Whereas the South American, the Copa America, it's up and down, and it's physical, and there's tenacity, and it gets violent sometimes, and that's how, to me, Canada's kind of embraced being a CONCACAF team. That's kind of the identity they've taken on with it.
It is great they went in that Copa America. I couldn't agree with you more. The whole dark arts thing that kept getting mentioned all term long. Embrace all of that. Get into it, because you're going to face it at the World Cup. That was the best experience they could have had. The World Cup itself in 2022, massive, but that Copa America run, huge, just as big, because you're just facing teams that are just I do not care how we win.
Yeah.
We're just doing it.
We're using every yellow card we have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Systematically.
Time wasting, hamstring stretching, cheeky elbows. Yeah, biting.
Yeah, and it also, listen,
Everything in the book.
Everything in the book is on
it depends what refs you get, too, right? CONCACAF refs are not... I'm going to be very polite. They don't cover themselves in glory. Okay, let's be honest here.
It's their levels, I suppose, to it. But yeah, okay. Well, I have another kind of just random question for you here. Aside from Messi and Ronaldo, who, I don't know, enough has been spoken of their own legacies, whoever your own personal GOAT is, whatever, don't care. I understand everyone can find their own reasoning for either person. But who's a player who you think that really a World Cup win here for them and their country is something that is just entirely required for the shaping of their own personal legacy?
Ooh.
And I'll let you say, I'm not going to put Mbappe, who I think is an easy pick because he hasn't won a Ballon d'Or yet, and it almost feels like perhaps one of his ways to true immortality is through more wins with France and him almost dragging them across the finish line with a hat trick, which I shouldn't say drag. They played well enough, but that game was insane.
All-time game.
All-time. Yeah.
It's the best final in World Cup history.
In sports history, maybe.
Yeah. But personally, I wouldn't Well, I see the case for it either way, perhaps, because the personal accolades haven't quite stacked up in the way. And if you have 2 World Cups and you somehow lead your team to both of them as that golden boy, then I get it. But how about you guys? And again, outside of Messi.
That's actually a really good question.
I have one if you want.
Yeah.
I have one of.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay. You go ahead.
I was gonna say.
That's so polite.
I'm gonna say Vinicius.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, because listen, Brazil. I mean, you have to. Okay, this current iteration of Brazil, like they have not lived up to the tradition of Brazil and winning. I mean, you're a bit younger, but in the '90s and 2000s, they were the team. They were the team to beat. They haven't won the World Cup since 2002. So this generation of Brazilians has to write a new chapter at a certain point, and he's their guy, right? And he's their star. And at a certain point, like, you know, if you're going to be one of the dominant nations in world football, like, you have to keep winning, and they haven't done that nearly enough. So I think he could really write a new chapter for his nation.
And they really struggled in qualifying too. Like they did not look good. But when you talk about Vinicius, like he plays with that like Brazilian flair that everyone always loves to point to. And talk about bringing the World Cup back to Brazil. It's been a long time. It felt like they had the team in those Neymar years, but for whatever reason they couldn't just never get over the hump. One of my biggest memories is them losing like 8-1.
There's many people who have that.
Yeah,
I mean, the Germany match was an all-time bloodbath, man. That was crazy.
It makes me sad when you bring that up. I remember when they lost that match, and obviously Neymar didn't play in it because he had that vertebrae injury or whatever. It just felt like, all right, well, they didn't win there with him, and that's fine. But like that was supposed to be like the coming out party as far as him being like a star for that team, and we never really got any like great World Cup moments with him.
He just had such a short prime, man.
Yeah, you're right. There really aren't many, right? Especially when you stack him up against all the legends that came before him. Ronaldo, Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Like these are guys who did it for Brazil and the club level, and Neymar didn't do that for Brazil.
No. And man, if you go back and watch on YouTube his first year in France, his first 2 seasons, the highlights from that, oh my God. It's like some of the most fun you'll have watching. Like just 10-minute highlights of him doing flicks and rainbows over people. But it's not even just that, like his passing vision, his ability to just like score from crazy angles. Like, I don't know. Anyways, makes me sad. just think
injuries hampered him, right?
I think another guy, like legacy-wise,
Anthony.
talking about
big legacy tournament.
big legacy
for Real Betis is Anthony.
massive. I know. I think it's hard to ignore England and obviously the drought they've been on. And like if Harry Kane can deliver a title for England, it just enhances his incredible career because he's been one of the most devastating strikers in his era. And I think given England's struggles and how close they've been, I guess, to international success, obviously the Euro final against Italy was so close for them. But if they can do it and he can be kind of at the forefront, I think it just puts his legacy at a whole other level as well.
It's interesting because I totally agree with you because he's one of those guys who, in a weird way, gets overrated and underrated because he's an English player. He's an English player, so everyone's like, he was top of the Premier League, he's this and that, he's great. But because so many people do not like England, they also think that it's like, this guy's not that much. We got a resident guy in our life who's a Bundesliga fan. We won't name check him. But he was one of the people who, because he now plays for his club team, once he saw him at Bayern Munich, he was like, okay, like I get it with this guy now. He just plays so well, even deep. Like he is a true all-around center forward. But with all that being said, it's funny that he almost doesn't feel like he cares at all about legacy kind of stuff. While someone like a Jude Bellingham, where like he almost had his moment to kind of like build that star power with the Euros, I almost view it more as if, and because right now he's fighting even for his position in the team because of the way Tuchel has it. And that's probably more just down to how he wants to, I don't know, to kind of play within the team. But it almost feels more like a legacy thing for him, for me personally, because I don't for Bellingham.
For Bellingham.
Versus
Okay,
Kane, 'cause I just don't view Kane as a player who I think we already know what he is. I don't know, like versus Bellingham, you're almost trying to anoint him to a higher level.
Sure, but okay,
fair.
say England did win, and we don't know the circumstances. Who's the first player you would think of? Is it Jude?
I think it would be
Because I think I might think of Kane first.
Sure.
But that's
and
open
also,
to interpretation,
like,
right?
England and their whole problem in the last Euro was like oh, they don't know their best 11. They can't fit all these guys in the team because Cole Palmer was coming off the bench, and then like Foden was kind of being used at a position, and Jude was playing, whether he was playing further back on the pitch than he usually does. Like it's just, it's almost with England because they have so much talent. It's whoever is going to step up, whoever's going to score that winning goal. He'll end up being the player that we think of in the end. The thing with Jude though, like when they won the Champions League a couple of years ago, he had so much momentum, and it felt like nothing's really going to stop this guy from just winning everything. And he was being pushed as like the next big star. And I feel like in the last couple of years, that has almost like cooled a little bit.
Yeah.
But then you think of some of the moments that he's had, like the bicycle kick to keep them in.
He'll play though. I think that's just a pre-tournament thing to kind of be like, listen, man, like I'll bench you. If you're not watching the live thread right now, Anthony did win the FIFA World Peace Prize, by the way, which is interesting because he didn't even play in the derby over the weekend. I don't know if you guys saw, he was going ruckus in the seats in the back, just like getting Sevilla fans up for it. So I don't know. It's an interesting pick for that, but he is our GOAT.
We stand Anthony.
The fidget spinner.
We stand Anthony.
But anyways, anyone else though? Legacy play? Anyone else that kind of sticks? I guess not. Like,
is Yamal like crazy to just be like, oh, you won the Euros?
That is exactly. Yeah.
If he has an incredible showing on this stage,
yeah.
As anyone, and I'm not a big soccer historian, but to be that young and to win a Euro and a World Cup, like, would that be kind of rarefied, unprecedented air?
I'm trying to think of Euro.
Not necessarily a Euro, but you'd be on
Pele.
You'd be on like a Pele, Garrincha type of trajectory.
Which is pretty nuts.
Right? Yeah. No, of
if
course
they were to do it too.
I mean, I'm trying to keep it to teams I think could realistically win it, right?
For sure.
But I don't think Belgium will do it. But if someone like De Bruyne won a World Cup, I don't know, what would that do?
That's almost like a team thing as a
Right.
whole.
Belgium winning now would be crazy after so many years of like golden generation never happening, and then
and Jeremy Doku just showed up and was like, "I got this."
In a year where, let's be honest, I feel like we're probably maybe underrating them than we have in past years. The hype is the train on them is definitely cool
for sure.
And then there's other teams like that maybe are just complete dark horses that if Haaland goes on some insane run and can will Norway to at least a final or a semi-final run, like that would be amazing for his legacy too.
Yeah. Well, again, we're going to see where the groups actually shake out probably in about 10 minutes time or so. We're just here reacting to the actual live draw results as they come in. We're going to be talking Canada, but we're just going to be talking groups as a whole.
Of course, Heinz in the comments talking about.
Did he hear us talking about the Bayern stuff?
Yeah, and then
he name checked himself. Then I didn't say
he name checked himself, and then he also is now talking about how like Spain only won the Euro because handballs were not called, and
although we haven't mentioned Germany yet for any of the.
Well, just more propaganda from Christopher Heinz.
Well, Musiala to me is their best player, but it's like obviously suffered that horrible injury. Like we'll see how he comes back from that. But
he's supposed to be ready though, right?
Yes.
I think he's already.
Yeah.
He's due for like a comeback in February.
He should be. For a young player, Musiala, if Germany win a World Cup and he's pivotal.
Sure.
You're etching yourself into an all-time historical nation, really. That would give them 5 World Cups.
Okay, so let's just say again, you're Canada in this scenario. One more time. Like, who's a team you just absolutely want to play, and for whatever reason? It could be for vengeance again. It could be again just to get the star power, or it's just simply go ahead and take your competitive route and you just want wins. Who's someone you're plucking out of there that you kind of personally are just excited at the chance of them getting to play them? For me, it really, I've already said mine 1,000 times. It is Norway.
Yeah.
I think that'd be incredible to see Erling Haaland and Odegaard as well as Oscar Bob. I won't disrespect him. Another Premier League star in the making there. But that would be just amazing. Because it also feels like a matchup where, they got some serious weapons, but it wouldn't be the worst matchup ever. It would be a great match because it's just two teams that would just kind of go at it, and I think it'd just be a high-scoring match.
I'm looking
Not saying they'd win, by the way.
Two teams, and maybe I'll have you guys pick which one you think would be a better match, but I'm looking at Senegal in pot 2 and Egypt in pot 3. And I just think both of those, with the attacking threats that they kind of provide, seeing how Canada would handle that and seeing if they can kind of keep pace with that as well would be interesting, especially Egypt, where you have Salah playing on the right and then you have Alphonso Davies playing on the left. Watching them battle for 90 minutes would be really, really fun. Salah's another player that, as accomplished as he's been at the club level in the World Cup, they haven't really been able to, as good of a player he has, they haven't really been able to turn that into wins with Egypt. So I think that would be a fun one.
Yeah, I think you can't go wrong with a star like Salah. I think everyone would be excited to see Canada play against a guy like that. I mean, if you're trying to develop history, maybe with another country, maybe you play Morocco again. I know that's not super exciting on paper, but that'd be a rematch of the last World Cup groups. So if you want to extract a bit of quote unquote revenge,
Okay.
And a really good team. Selfishly, it's like, if Italy does find a way to make it, I think it would be a lot of fun. But also just because of the form.
No, you're right. You're right, man. Yeah, you're right.
I think it's even like it.
They're there to be had.
They're there to be had, which would obviously just. I think if Canada were to beat them, just inflate the ego a little bit more.
Although if they made it, that's off the back of 2 wins, right? So
it is, but
that's what they'll have to win twice to get in,
yeah,
right?
They got to win twice to get in. But I think it'd be
Off the
fun.
back of Calafiori winning the Champions League.
Right,
and the Premier
yeah.
League
Yeah,
too,
that's something we have to
so-
consider. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here for that. But no, we were talking about it before that if they did play Italy in Toronto, that might not be a home game for Canada.
I honestly, I
think
really
it'd be
wouldn't.
mayhem.
I don't think it would.
We need to see it.
I was at the Ecuador game, and I had mentioned before, and it's one of the things that definitely concerns me the most for like Canada home matches, like who we draw.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole, history of Toronto, right? Like the whole us being a rich tapestry of countries from all over the world, and us as even a football federation, like tapping into that diaspora, that just makes it very difficult for home matches to feel like a true home match. Because I totally get it. If you're from Ecuador and you're living in Canada, but also there are plenty of people who are from Ecuador that made the trip up from the U.S., they flooded in. And they wanted to see Moises Caicedo ball out, and it felt like a home match for Ecuador. It was just like a sea of yellow. So for that reason alone, I almost don't want the Italy match, because you almost just lose a home game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen. If you grew up in Toronto, I mean, generally you don't have much history with the Canadian national team.
No,
Let's
it's
be honest.
newer.
This
It's
is
newer
what
history,
we're talking
I
about.
remember St. Clair in 2006.
Yeah. I mean, we're half a decade in of realistic Canadian memories. I mean, I was at the match when Davies scored that goal at BMO in the
Panama?
the
I was
qualifying
there
goal,
too.
which was probably the best moment I've
Yeah.
ever experienced as a Canada or as a Canadian. So, if you've grown up in the city in Toronto, you've probably supported another nation for most of your life, right?
Yeah. And it's also just like a household thing too, because like obviously the women's teams absolutely held it down, being just like competitive at the very highest level. But it's pretty common to just cheer for whatever your background is too. Being Jamaican and Polish, I mean the Jamaican thing was pretty easy. They also were in the tournament, but yeah. I don't know. It'd be nice to kind of face a nation where we wouldn't just be completely drawn out. But this does bring me to another sensitive topic that we discussed before this as well, which I'm willing to be booed here for this thought. But it's another thing that comes from going to a lot of Canada matches. We don't do quite as well as other nations in the chanting department, and it's not for a lack of trying. We have a lot of good diehard fans, but it's just not ingrained in our culture quite in the same way to cheer like that. And to be fair, like we've all been to European football matches, like dude, or South American matches, or if you've been anywhere else, it's ingrained in them from any sporting event they attend. They have energy, they chant, they do things, and it's not everyone, but they've been taught it for a long time. It is culturally a part of their thing. Us, a lot shorter chants, not quite the same, energy necessarily. But I think there's one thing that we're just denying ourselves as a nation that completely overlaps in a perfect way. And it is, again, contentious. But they do it over there in Germany, and it's the goal song. Do any of you have any form of problem if Canada, before the tournament, said we're going to choose a goal song? I'm not saying they're playing music during the games like an NBA game, but if they actually settled on something, Do you think that's sacrilegious at a World Cup game to have a goal song?
First of all, so many different layers to this conversation.
So
because
many.
for me, personally, and I love North American sports, but I do believe that they just miss the mark, and they're so far behind from an atmosphere level when you compare it to any sort of European or South American or any sort of soccer match around the world.
Depends
I
what it
think-
is, because if it's like a semifinal and or like big games, I think we're okay. But yes,
But you look at some like NHL arenas and like, oh, the roof's coming off here, and it's just like they're just chanting like "Go," the team name, and "Go," and it's like, wow, that's really you got me fired up. Whereas
This
like
place is exploding.
the creativity and kind of the atmosphere when you have 60,000 people in a European football match getting together and singing like this unique chant that's tailored to a player after he scores. It's incredible. And I'm hoping
amazing.
that if anything, the World Cup coming to North America learns a little bit more about kind of the culture behind those chants, and maybe we can adapt them a little bit more, and hopefully that can bleed into some of our other sports leagues. I think this is going in the totally opposite direction.
This is
where it's
going the
let's
opposite of
just
what I'm
bring
saying.
our North American goal songs into European or just world football, and I'm not into it.
before you jump in, Fab, I just want to add one point. You're 100% right that my whole point is the whole let's try to be like other people instead of forming your own. What is Canada's version of soccer culture? That's kind of what I'm getting at, which
I
is
guess.
I don't think there's anything wrong with goal songs because there are a lot of countries around the world that already do it that no one wags a finger at. There are like English fans, for example, who think it's hilarious that Bundesliga teams use goal songs. But are you trying to tell me that the atmosphere, for Dortmund or Frankfurt, where they use Zombie Nation, is lesser as a result of that? No way. That's all I'm saying.
It's fair.
And we do it at hockey games.
So, are you suggesting we take a song that's like from popular culture?
I don't know.
apply it to-
That I don't know.
So I need suggestions. Like, are you saying adopt?
if it's-
adopting like White Stripes, Seven Nation Army, like something like that.
Maybe. Yeah. It's
gotta be-
not going to be like.
maybe the Trues.
What
Get the
about-
Trues
what
in there,
about
the
Hall &
Canadian
Oates?
band.
What about Oh my God.
Yeah.
No. Now I'm out on the idea of it's
Yeah,
that.
see,
or
the
if
more
it's,
you talk about the idea, the more you realize
or
it's
if it's
just not
the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald from like Gordon Lightfoot or something like.
they're gonna get
Yeah.
a sea chanty for sure. That's the default.
I'm
for
actually
any
in
of
on that.
What about a
shanty or what?
Tragically hip.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know.
like,
Like,
sure.
I don't
Sure.
know. It's just not ingrained
Craft.
in the Canadian North American sports culture, right?
No.
It's just not.
You know where I've
It would have
heard
to be
something
energetic.
funny enough is, and it was kind of shocking because I'm just like, you don't expect it in any North American sports leagues, but at Scepters games, they have like chants for specific players. And they'll break them out in sections and everything, and it's amazing. I love it, and it's so foreign to us for North American sports that like we've got enough time here before the World Cup. Like let's
You
get
think
a creative
you
team
think
in here
a few months is enough time for us to
come
all
up with
gather
some chants? Absolutely.
in
I think-
thousands.
Yeah, we can take this responsibility on and craft a couple of ones specific.
Go ahead.
I think
I'll
you
try,
should.
I'll
You
try.
should, man. You should.
I'm
spearhead
not
this.
saying the chants. I'm saying goal songs. I think
So come up with a PSA and come up with some ideas.
I'm doing it. I'm making a video
I think
on
you
it.
should,
I'm
man.
going to make a video on it
Yeah.
because I do genuinely think that from being a footy fan since I was like a kid, I think the one thing that I've really kind of grown to now is I'm a little personally embarrassed of how sheepish we are to feel embarrassed about the things we do at football matches because how we're just, that is so lame, where it's just like whatever makes for like a better atmosphere and is more organic to your culture, these are the things that we respect about other nations. Not because they're doing it to appease you. Like when I went to a Roma match and they sang that beautiful song about their city, they're not doing it because it impresses anyone in North America. They're doing it because that's naturally what they're used to, and there's a history of it.
Grazie
so,
Roma.
Oh.
They sing it after wins. It's cool. It's good. It's a
Grazie
good track.
Roma.
Yeah, great
it's
track.
incredible.
Great,
So
great track.
I think we could find our own version of that. You know, just be who you're gonna be. You know, Australia owns being the Socceroos, while we're like, ooh, don't say soccer. That's the way. That's
So let's
evil.
be less uptight, is what
Exactly.
you're trying to say. Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I'm here for it.
I'd
So
agree
I
with
look
that.
forward to your video.
I'll get writing on it. I'll get writing on it. We are. I mean, I thought we were 5 minutes.
The pots are on
the
stage.
pots. The pots are on stage. How long until hands are dipped into them? We will see. But we're gonna keep you abreast of the situation. Rio Ferdinand, he's gonna be the conductor for tonight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we'll see how he does with
You
that.
love that.
I do. I enjoy that.
of course.
I love Rio.
Yeah.
Love Rio. But we still have some time. So before then, I'm the one who's, recommended absolutely absurd ideas for Team Canada to adopt just months ahead of a World Cup. But I do want to know from your guys' opinion. There are a number of host cities. It's 16 total?
Yeah.
What's a city outside of the Canadian ones that you think will be the best place to see a match? It'd be your first pick. And,
Hard not to say Mexico, right?
Mexico City or
Yeah,
Monterrey.
Yeah.
That's
Hard not to.
They're opening the tournament. There's a reason they were selected. By the way, 3-time hosts is insane.
yeah. They did
70?
86 and 70.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think you got to pick a Mexico.
Gotta pick.
I know because where in the States would you want to go?
Maybe Atlanta?
Atlanta is a fun city, and it's a big stadium,
Yeah,
but I'm not going to
stadium's-
pick Mexico City or that over Mexico City.
No, nothing is topping Mexico in my mind. And then in the States, I'm just like, I don't know.
They're kind of just like football stadiums that
They are,
you've
which-
probably
yeah,
been to a couple at some
Like
point.
to me,
right?
the World Cup being played in like Jerry's World isn't like a draw. It doesn't do it for me, man.
No,
It's
it
just
doesn't.
He pushed hard to get that final too.
like MetLife Stadium.
it
It's
was.
just like okay,
Yeah.
home of the Jets and the Giants.
It's
It just doesn't
impossible
really-
to get
Torn
home
ACLs
from a match
everywhere.
from there, by the way.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I don't know if you guys have ever been to
No, I
MetLife Stadium.
haven't.
so many. It's impossible to get home from the matches?
So, well, from that, but speaking of torn ACLs,
That's MetLife.
knock on wood.
Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Pray it
Well, they're
doesn't
putting
happen.
grass in.
Pray it doesn't happen. But at the Atlanta match, the first one where Canada was playing Argentina, I was standing there and like the sod that they had in there, I was like, even I'd be like, do I have to run on this?
Well, the great thing about MetLife, what they do for soccer is they actually put the good stuff in for soccer, and then for American football, they go back to turf for some reason.
I mean, I'm sure they've
strangest thing.
they've perfected it since, but for that other match, it looked like bacon.
I'm sure they've perfected it for soccer. They have not for American football because that place is taking people's ACLs once a game, it seems like.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad.
It is rough.
It's not good. Like, the track record of it is not good.
All right, well, they are on stage right now. It looks like we are moments from the draw beginning. Again, if you're joining our stream now, welcome. We're just here to chat, react, hang out. Let's throw it to Marissa there for a second, who has been patiently waiting in what probably appears to be a hallway if you're not familiar with the layout of our building. And I'm just going to keep that in your uncanny valley there. Just, it is a hallway. It is a random space. But Marissa, you're occupying it. How is it out there?
Oh, amazing. I should let you know, though, before you guys threw to me the first time, I spilled coffee all over my Italy kit, but it was an Americano.
It's a sign.
It was
It's
a
a
sign.
sign.
So it was an Americano. So now I feel like Italy will somehow get drawn, well, if they make it in, get drawn into America's group, like USA, and then USA will somehow take them out because of what just happened to me.
Well, I mean, it's hard to be displeased with spilling an Americano on that shirt. Do you guys like that shirt? I do, personally. People aren't into it, though.
It's okay. It's not. No, it's good. It's decent. I'm not a huge fan of what Adidas has done with their Italy kits in general, but this is one of the better ones.
So I think it's a step up from some of them.
No, it's nice. It's nicer.
He was pretty polite about it. I agree. Marissa got it from them, so she has to defend it with her life. We don't. So
I can tell the truth.
Bring it to be honest.
What? No, this is such a nice kit. Come on.
and we
It's a
still
nice-
said it was nice. So you know what I mean? But we just weren't paid to say it was nice.
I'm
That's
not
the difference.
paid.
I mean, their Euro kits were a travesty. I'm not even gonna lie here.
I didn't mind them. I'm not paid to say it either.
Look, like the
Marissa.
green. This was a couple years ago. Maybe this was
the
like
green ones were sick.
Yeah, they
Those
were.
I love
those
the
are
green
nice.
ones.
Those are
the
pretty
Renaissance.
nice.
Did you see,
Yeah.
I have the jacket,
Oh, yeah.
the windbreaker.
Yeah.
It's cold, baby.
That is a nice windbreaker. But yeah, we are moments from the beginning of the draw here. Why don't we go over some of the rules again for this draw, just to kind of refresh you in case you are solidly confused by what is genuinely a confusing process. I think it took me at least like an hour of sitting down and really thinking about it to fully get a grasp of it. But for Maddie, our man on the keys, if you could go up and go for our important numbers on the day. We're going to start with that one. This is actually how we were supposed to start, but I'm an absolute train wreck of a human being, and I read the wrong slide. So
no.
now we get to do it in the correct order, just for fun. And also because we've been sitting here for 50 minutes and you probably weren't refreshed by the way I told it to you the first time. So important numbers. Number one, that will be 48. That's how many teams will take part in the draw, and that is for the first time in World Cup history. And they will be divided into 12 groups of 4 teams. Now, there's going to be 4 pots containing 12 teams. And that is pots that have all been determined via FIFA rankings, as well as Canada, Mexico, and the United States also being placed into pot 1 by virtue of being the hosting nations. Now, let's go over to how each group will be comprised of 1 team from each of the 1 pots. So, there's a pot 1 team, a pot 2 team, a pot 3 team, and a pot 4 team. Last time out at the World Cup, in case you were wondering how Canada somehow ended up with Belgium, Croatia, and Morocco, no, that was because Canada was a pot 4 team. That meant they were always likely to have an incredibly difficult set of matches. This time out, they are with the higher ranked teams, so there is a good chance that they have a more competitive group. But because Italy and their fumblings, as we've mentioned before, as well as some other Europe, we're going to pick on Sweden, we're going to pick on Denmark as well. They've made it so, it could be tough for Canada because there will be at least 1 UEFA team in each group, but there's going to be 4 groups that have 2 UEFA nations. And by virtue, again, of us being in Group B, the fact with the kick-on effect, there's a decent chance we end up with that. But the balls are being drawn right now, so let's just go to our own version of that with Marissa, who will be reacting live as we put the teams into the pots. Although, we've already pre-done this one. Canada, Mark Carney with a huge smile.
He was thrilled.
As Canada is out there. He was psyched.
He was really pumped up about that.
Like, they have to draw the ones that we already know.
You guys like the
pot
graphic?
1 is a formality, right?
It's a formality.
All you do is lay out the
just-
teams.
yeah.
No, I know that, but we already know what groups these ones are in.
But
too.
why did Carney look surprised?
Whoa!
He's in Canada!
He was expecting someone else.
Oh, they're getting excited too. They're all copying him.
You know what, though? Yeah.
They're all stealing his flow.
I'm sorry. If you think there wasn't 3 meetings on just how much energy all of them were supposed to have for this,
I think they're trying to show each other up.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to have the most energy out of
think
the
you got
the
energy?
leaders
I
here?
think I got a little more than that. So, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Well, we know who this one's going to be as well.
United States, again, they are in Group D. Group D, they'll be playing their matches on the West Coast, which meant that they'll be in Group D.
West Coast, Best Coast.
I can officially fill out my sheet.
You didn't fill these ones in
You're
already.
logging it too.
I was logging it.
No, he's lost his paper.
Oh, it fell under the table. I'll go for it.
Alrighty, here we go. First 3 teams are in.
I don't want to brag, but I just had a cheeky
What a
back
surprise.
heel
Oh.
to get this paper back to
Are
me.
we-
If you could only have seen
That's technical ability, man.
it. To get me on the
that doesn't
squad.
grow on trees.
You're gonna be on the wing for Brazil.
I went.
That,
I went to a European academy.
Are we locking in predictions before we
I think-
actually get to hear the groups now?
Actually, that's true. You know what? Go ahead. Who's Canada getting? Go.
Oh, wow.
You want the full group?
Yeah. Who do you think?
Okay, give me 1 second here. Go
I'm-
ahead
I'm
you're
gonna
ready.
If you were a
say-
betting man and your
Yeah,
name
let's
was
see here. What do I
Christopher
have
Hine,
here? That's
I'm gonna say they get Switzerland, South Africa, and Ghana.
Go ahead if you have to think about the prediction because
I
it's
have no
rooted in
clue.
science.
Yeah. There's so much science
Let's
to this.
get
From
crazy
the
here,
top
man.
I think they're
row.
going to get...
Look at that selfie that they're taking.
I think they're going to get South Korea, Italy, and Scotland.
I like it. I actually would love that group. I'm fine.
Be a
with
fun
that.
group.
That's a fun group still.
Let's go Japan, Japan, Algeria, and Sweden.
Okay.
Okay.
An interesting
Sweden's
assortment.
right?
I respect.
I don't think Sweden gets in.
Fine, put Denmark in.
Yeah. And you? then?
okay with it now.
Yeah. Did you say one?
Yeah,
What was yours?
I had said Switzerland, Scotland, and Ghana.
I am going for one of our groups of death. I think it is Canada, Norway, Colombia, Italy.
Oh wow!
I think we
what
got
a group
Canada,
that
I think we
Colombia,
get it.
Norway, Italy.
And honestly, bring it on. That'd be
That is
epic. I would
you're an
love
agent
that.
of chaos.
I would love that if that happened. And we could be competitive. It's all good.
Nothing wrong with being competitive.
Get good matches.
The group of death is just the drama that unfolds always on the final match day, especially, is just so good.
There's nothing like when all the games are on happening
Yeah.
at once, and you
It's
don't
nothing
know.
like that 7 minutes when Spain and Germany were eliminated in 2020,
crazy.
2022 now, I guess, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, in the end, it didn't matter.
Yeah, but it was a fun 7 minutes.
But it was a
fun
fun.
seven
it's going to be
minutes.
different, right? It's a different the format. We've never seen it before, right? So it's
There's
going
so
to
many
fe-
third place teams.
right? It is similar to the Euro in that regard.
yeah.
That you get and things just kind of keep moving quickly in terms of where you might end up in the bracket, right?
Yeah.
It's like when Iceland scored that goal in
Oh my
20.
God. You talking about the Euro one? or
Yeah, the Euro.
Yeah.
The Euro.
What a showing! What
We
a
got,
showing
we got a
from that
prediction
team.
from Christopher Hine if you guys want.
Well, always.
He's
Chris,
got-
who you got?
He's still talking.
He's got. Oh, he has been
That
doing
always-
nothing.
that
but
also
job.
Isn't that guy
always.
doing something right now?
I think I saw
He's
a
actually
comment
live.
before saying he missed his train, so he's just been dialed in.
I love
He is like 70% of the comments. He is absolutely crushing it. His group is Canada, Austria, Egypt, and UEFA Playoff A, which would I guess he's too.
I
much
like
of a-
that he's like I'm not betting who
He's
wins
too much
these
of a
playoffs.
coward
He's
to
just
say
like,
Italy.
He's like-
in fourth UEFA Pool A winner.
I can't wait
He's
to
too
hear
much
that.
of a coward to say.
Yeah, he won't
Italy.
put his name on that.
Yeah.
And he
Can't-
said he ain't leaving either
Hey man, no one told you to leave. You're more than
I ain't
welcome.
leaving, bro.
until I got to tape hits. Is actually what he said. So
Yeah, very
Well,
nice for you.
We got another
Stick
prediction
around
in
then,
there.
man. Stick
Canada,
around.
New Zealand, Norway, and I didn't see the last team from that
sorry, I have to.
recent prediction. that
Gotta
just
get back
came
to the
out.
draw here. You know.
Yeah.
Let me get back to the draw here.
Got to get back to the draw here. We've got a little TV setup in here for those that I mean, no one can see it actually. But yeah, we have a TV setup to watch the draw.
We do. I am desperately hoping that the United States also gets a group of death of their own.
I'd be so happy.
It'd be
with
very
that.
enjoyable. But
so
at
happy
the
with
same
that.
time, they have looked pretty good in their friendlies. And yeah, it's obviously the person that we always rank ourselves against because they're a CONCACAF team and they're a neighbor. But I don't know. They've assembled a pretty solid team. And that Uruguay result, I don't know if you guys watched that match.
I didn't.
It was pretty impressive. It was a good. It was not against the AA team, but it was pretty close enough. And I think Pulisic, I don't believe he was playing for the United States either. And
Wow.
Big tournament
they
for
look
him.
good, man. Yeah.
Big
Hey, you're a
tournament.
yeah. So you might not know, Fab's a Milan guy.
Oh yeah, I am
And
too.
Okay, good.
He's incredible with them.
He's lived
so
up
good.
to. And listen, they got him for a relatively pretty cheap price off Chelsea, but he's been great.
Yeah.
He's scoring a lot of goals. He's very tricky when given space. So he was arguably their best player last year. Now they weren't good, but he's continued pretty well this year. He's been in and out with some injuries, but I mean, you can make the case: is he the United States' best player in their history?
Yeah, I mean,
not
on,
that-
on
not that
talent
it's a high
alone.
bar, but-
no, and to be honest, like I know that from an individual standpoint, the people from the generation before, they're probably not going to surrender the place that they have. But naturally, for nations around that tier and that level, as things are kind of continuing to evolve and move upwards,
Exactly.
you kind of hope that that's the way it is. Yeah,
Should be,
these
yeah.
players are getting more technical. They're getting even more experience at the top level. Like, remember how crazy it was that Landon Donovan was at Everton?
Yeah.
Like that used to be like a whoa.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Like they got a guy there. In the U.S., they've had players in Europe for longer than we have at that level. And Clint Dempsey, he was with Fulham for a long time. But
Tim
he's,
Howard.
he's legitimately like the creative engine of a historic Serie A side. I mean,
Yeah.
not
Yeah, I
as
mean,
in your current team is historic, but the club is historic.
Yeah, I know, and he also, I mean, I wouldn't say his Chelsea tenure was a massive success, but he still won a Champions
had
League
some
there,
moments with him,
scored a
too.
goal against Real Madrid, and
Yep.
he has trophies.
And they
right?
splashed on him too. At the
Yeah.
very least,
Yep.
But yeah, I went to a match at the San Siro, and he was easily the only real outlet that was kind of going. This was like 2 years ago
Yeah.
now, though. But
Yeah.
great player.
Spark plug for sure.
Best in CONCACAF. If you had to rank, who's the number one player in CONCACAF in your mind?
I mean, I think he's better than David.
What about Alphonso Davies?
How about Davies?
Davies is probably the best.
Yeah, I think Davies
that's-
is
to
the
me,
best
that's
player in
comfortable.
He's playing at Bayern Munich, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, top club.
Yep.
He's won a Champions League.
and can claim to be at least, again, one of the top in his position in the world,
Yeah,
which
of
is like,
course.
to me, that's the big separator.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like Pulisic is like, lagging.
Although I will
behind.
say, I'm not criticizing him, but it seemed like he was on a bit more of like a higher trajectory. He's kind
Sure.
of flatlined a little bit in terms of expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, as you said, he's like,
Still great. Still
Yeah.
world-class player, absolutely.
Dealt with a little bit of unfortunate injury luck the last 3 years or so.
I think I
so-
feel like that's why he's probably like lagged, quote unquote, as you said. It's just like the injuries more than anything. So, and he's still so young.
yeah, was he 24?
It's crazy.
He's 24.
He's not that old.
Yeah, well, he came on when he was like 18, so it's felt like he's been around for a while, but yeah, he's still young.
That's wild, honestly.
It feels like he's been around for way long.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
right?
like,
Like, I feel like he's been
10
in our
years.
lives for a
He's-
long
he's
time.
That Panama game that you were talking about, that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
That's
That's
nuts.
actually
Yeah.
crazy.
So that was
That's-
2021.
2021, I think.
Oh
Or
my
2021,
God.
2020.
I think
Because
he's right.
2022
I think
was
it's
the World
2021.
Cup, so that must have been
Either way, it was a few years ago.
He was
at
still
least.
a
Yeah.
teenager, basically, or he
It
was
could
20.
have. It could have been early in the year that year.
It was
too, though.
September. I remember it was
It was
September.
October. Yeah, September,
Oh,
October.
was it? If it was in September, then it would have been the year. Yeah, 2021.
Well, I thought we were getting closer to the draw here, but we've got Lauren.
We got
Hill.
Lauren Hill.
We got Lauren Hill.
Okay. Well, while we got Lauren Hill, let's keep discussing the top players in CONCACAF because now I do want to hear who's the third. It just has to be Jonathan David. He's not having.
Are we forgetting someone on Mexico?
Probably.
No, we should. Hold on, I got it.
Or we'll be
Yeah.
more scientific with our list. but-
Yeah, come on.
Have you watched any Juventus matches this year? I've seen a couple.
little
of them.
bit.
It's obviously now that Vlahovic is injured and Jonathan David can have a little bit of a run. It'll be nice to see.
I'm not
It's
gonna lie,
been
he's
tough,
had
man.
some lowlights
For sure, for sure.
There was a Champions League miss he had that was like a wide open net that he couldn't put it. It's so. I
Did
mean,
you see the goal? It ended up being offside, but
he ripped it. Yeah, I saw that one. I know.
It was in the
Well,
Coppa
I'm
Italia.
hoping he finds his footing a little
Yeah.
bit, but been a bit of a mixed bag for him so far.
Wow, we're getting a lot of compliments here, especially by Corwin Hockey. You have to say those hosts are insanely good looking, and I tend to agree.
He also said to not mention Chelsea ever again because apparently that's the Arsenal boogeyman.
I don't like Chelsea either, so it's just their loss to Leeds was greeted with great pleasure on Wednesday.
Listen, not everyone can travel to Ellen Road and get a victory. We
It's
can't
tough.
either, so
Tough
it's
place
fine.
to play.
Shout out Corwin, happy birthday,
Happy belated.
happy belated,
Happy
as it's
belated
considered.
It's his birthday. Happy
Yes,
birthday.
his
birthday
Happy
yesterday.
Okay, happy birthday.
Happy belated.
Corwin.
Happy belated.
Happy
Corwin.
birthday, Corwin.
Well, again, yeah, while they're still performing and we're still sitting here discussing things, who is a player that you would most like to actually get the chance to see live? And then this is just open to the whole field in the
Can I
World
use
Cup.
personal biases, or am I?
You can use whatever you want. There's no wrong answer for
Modric?
this.
Yeah, I'd love to see Luca Modric.
Can you unzip your sweater finally?
I know this
No,
guy's
not yet,
he's
not
a
yet.
bit of a
Oh,
coward.
man.
He showed up today
No, I showed up wearing this.
wearing but you also had this sweater off. I don't know why.
At one point,
Because it's warmer in here than
Marissa
it is
just
out
said
there.
to take it off, but
There's a reason. So he came in wearing the his proper shirt, and then he's chosen to.
to keep the zipper
Is he,
high.
you're not gonna unzip it.
like
All
Just
right.
unzip
Are you
it.
just waiting for the right
like-
time?
I'm waiting for them to draw
Spider-Man.
their group.
That's wild.
Okay, Peter Parker here.
Yeah.
How about you answer your own question?
I'm not trying to humble brag, but I did get to see Messi live a few times because I was at the matches where he's playing Canada, and there's definitely some party that's just like, this is insane that this dude is just dribbling in front of you. But who would be good? I'm gonna say Haaland, honestly, because he really does, or Mbappe, because I've never seen Mbappe live.
Mbappe
so.
would be cool.
Those would be the two guys. I think these are the two guys who are just like earmarked to be the best of their generation. And not to sound like an absolute glory hunter with that. Like, why would you not want to get to embellish the story of how you saw a player 20 years down the line to your kid? Oh, man, he crashed right into the end boards and I was right there and I picked him up. And I said, you're doing great, son. And I patted him on the back and then he went on and scored a hat trick. You want to tell that story?
I think Mbappe is a solid choice for sure.
Yeah.
Also, an aesthetically pleasing player.
Oh, yeah.
To watch, right? Whereas I don't know, like, do you find Haaland exciting? I know
Yes.
he's effective, but
He's just like a
He's just
bull in
like-
a china shop.
yeah, he's
almost.
just like a bull. But I mean, man, he can finish like no other.
I don't know, man. Because, like, again, you know Ball, How about the awkward moving striker or center forward? You gotta love a player like that. I'm talking like a Voltamade kind of guy who just looks like he's carrying buckets of water on his shoulder.
Voltamade,
just so awkward. And Haaland isn't that. He's just got that hunchback and that
He's like a
massive
robot.
run.
Yeah.
He just
Gyökeres is like that.
Gyökeres
Awkward moving.
I wouldn't put him in my list for these guys. But.
Well, I don't think he's going to be in the World Cup. So.
I don't think I'd put him in mine either.
So I don't know. I like the awkward motion.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
just,
no, it's
there's a reason that they added that to video games. Be like, I want to see the guy run like that. And Ronaldo's got his little fun run with his arms completely to his side.
I like a Raheem Sterling level of run.
Oh yeah, arch back.
Yeah.
That was the best.
yeah,
awkward
yeah. I
motion.
think I mean anyone on the big nations would be fun. I think everyone's got a selling point in terms of who you'd want to watch. I mean, even
Donnarumma.
yeah, if it's in a shootout, maybe yeah.
Actually, wait,
Otherwise, I don't want to see him in action. I mean, that's not going to be fun.
I don't want to have to
Yeah,
appreciate how good of a goalie
Yeah,
he is.
I don't want to have to see him standing on his head against Canada.
It's like when your goalkeeper wins. Like,
God.
if your goalkeeper wins
worst.
Player of the Season, it means it wasn't a good year. And if your goalkeeper's your best player in a match, it means it didn't go well.
Yeah, I mean, he probably won PSG the Champions League though.
Yep, absolutely.
So-
well, huge part of
Except
it.
the,
They were
the
incredible.
final, he didn't really.
No, they
the
didn't
final,
do
he
that.
could have not played.
Yeah, and Vitinha and
Sorry, Inter.
Dembele were pretty good too. But yeah, yeah. Luca, did you say someone? I think you said Harry Kane.
I didn't know. I said him before. I
said oh no, sorry, he said
Cristiano
Morgan. He
Ronaldo.
said
I would-
Morgan
no,
Gibbs
no,
White.
No CR7.
No, he's not my go.
not his go.
He's not my go. Honestly, it's like taking out, I guess, the big nations. Like, Son would be sick to see for South Korea because he's just like I love watching him. He's so good.
Kulishevsky, if Sweden makes it for Luca.
I think he's so good, and like he's had some great World Cup moments already in his career. Knowing this might be kind of his last one, if I'm not like picking a Messi, obviously, I think like that would be someone cool to see, and could be playing in Canada, which would be fun.
We said his name as a joke earlier, but actually Voltamade. That'd be fun.
You just want to see him poaching
Yeah.
the 6-yard box.
Yeah, I don't know if he
trying to
gets
get on
his
some
team.
headers.
Yeah, some cheeky back heels every
Yeah.
now and then, but yeah, just heading the ball along to the guy running off him. Something like that. Hein wants to know if we would take Norway in Canada's group. He missed the beginning of the chat because I've been begging for
Yeah.
that. That's who I have been asking for in our group. I desperately would love to see that. People want to see Australia, which we just played.
Why?
We just played. I know, and they've actually been.
Why do you want to see? Answer why you want to see Australia.
We've said it already. There's no such thing as an easy World Cup match, and we just played them, and I get it. Like, neither team, again, was with their A squad, so you can't take too much from that result. But it wasn't just like, we walked over them. Like, we lost that match, and again, like, if we're going to get tough matchups, give us some star power. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you want the easiest path of resistance, then go all in on that. You know, it's.
give me Jackson
I don't
Irvine
want. I'm not going to
on an
disparage
evening.
Cape Verde, but
Yeah.
that'd probably be the team you'd want, or possibly New Zealand.
Yeah. Yeah. New
Once
Zealand.
again, I'm not coming from a position of hubris here, but
No,
I'm
like-
just saying that I think other nations are probably looking at Canada and saying
Exactly.
we want them in pot one.
Yeah,
like
for
let's be
sure.
honest here.
It's
Everyone
okay that
is
we.
asking for
It's
that.
okay that we want each other. Is that what we should look at?
It's
New
interesting,
Zealand
like-
and Australia. It's okay that both of
perfect
us are like,
marriage.
give me you.
You know
It's a
what?
perfect marriage.
Yeah.
We'll see if they actually do the draw. We'll
Ever.
see who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the draw happens today.
These shows are always so drawn out.
Yeah, this was the biggest lock that it would be
I know-
109 and not one group would have been decided.
I know that on Saturday we're doing a post show, but that actually might be when the draw takes place.
we might.
Wait. 3 countries have been drawn already, okay? The
true.
3 that we knew.
Yeah.
I'm almost out of espresso. Can we order pizza in here? Or?
To be fair, here, we have the 2 hosts of the night who probably
They've
will
been
be
on
pushing us.
already a few times.
No, I've seen them, but I mean, if they're back, it means they're probably introducing a new segment, which hopefully is actually drawing. And you know what? I haven't written down Group D yet. USA.
FIFA's really gone Hollywood. This has been an hour and 10 minutes.
This is a long show.
This is how you get.
I get it
people to
though.
stay.
You gotta have the celebs out there.
Maybe it was noon Pacific time.
So what you're saying is,
3 hours.
so what
from
you're
here.
saying is, we should get to the point of the conversation where Luca is talking about Kulishevsky being another guy he might want to see in the tournament,
I'd see him.
or Anthony.
You know what? Scott
Anthony would be
McTominay.
sick.
That's who I want to see.
what?
You know
I
what?
do.
It kind of
actually be
You know what?
I do want to see Scott.
I'm in on Scott McTominay. I think Scotland would be a very festive atmosphere.
Yeah.
Would
I
be.
think that'd be fun.
It would be.
It would be.
Well, currently we have Rio Ferdinand taking part in a sketch, which I hope leads again to the draw.
It's gotta. All roads lead to the draw eventually.
Yeah. Do they?
I don't. It's the hope. It's the hope.
When are you taking that half zip off?
You
I
may as well
thought,
take
I
it
thought
off
it would be
now.
off by now, but and it's starting to get hot in here too.
I was just gonna say, aren't you
don't know
getting a
why
little
I'm wearing it.
steamy
Yeah, I
in here?
am.
Because
May as
I mean,
well.
you're even more.
yeah.
May as well take it off now. Come on.
No.
A lot of
with my luck,
clamoring
they're
for
gonna be
Pop
the-
to take his shirt off.
Give the
They're
people
gonna be
what
the,
they
They're
want.
gonna be the last team drawn too with my luck.
Act 2 of this sketch.
Oh, this
now.
thing, just wait till Act
Oh,
7.
Man.
This is like multi. Oh, they got Matthew McConaughey.
We
for
should
this
start
too.
doing the draw simulator online and just
You want,
react
me,
to
you want me
that.
to rip it a couple times? I'll rip it. I got it right
We
here.
might as well.
All right. Draw simulator. Canada's group is Cape Verde,
Hey,
Scotland,
that was 2
and
of my 3
Switzerland.
predictions. I
Oh.
said Switzerland, Scotland, and Ghana.
I forgot I have it.
I mean, I'm not mad
Have
at
it
a
up on here.
Scotland, Switzerland, Cape Verde
See how
group.
they said
don't hate
very weak group in the simulator? It's,
Oh,
it's
wow.
called the weakest
they
group.
Try and predict, I guess, which ones are the
That's
strongest
so
and the
rude.
weakest.
Their group of death is England, Egypt, Colombia, and Euro playoff A.
Very strong. I would agree. That is an incredibly strong group.
All right, let's re-roll one more time. Whoa. I don't think that's a weak group.
That's not a weak group at all. The
Ecuador,
Euro- yeah.
Egypt, Euro playoff A,
That
and
could be Italy.
Canada.
That could be
Could
Italy.
be Italy. That'd be a stacked group.
Ecuador again. By the time this draw is over, those 2 twins that you signed will probably be on that team.
Wow,
Like,
Egypt again here.
I think Ecuador is actually they're one. I know they're in pod 2, but to me they're kind of a dark horse. Just
We keep
because
getting Ecuador in these sims, so I think that we'll run it one more.
that's a very similar group to. I think Qatar and Senegal were together in Group A of the last World Cup.
All right, let's go one more. Oh, it's a tough group. Paraguay, Morocco, Euro playoff A.
Germany, Ecuador, FIFA Playoff 1, and Saudi Arabia has been labeled as very weak group because that's not the UEFA spot. So, yeah, I guess so. I like how you said one more. This guy is.
I could do this.
We know
all day.
what happens when this guy hits the slots.
I could do this all day. They're on Act 3 right now.
They are. Selma Hayek.
What kind of team do you not want Canada to play? Like stylistically,
I would say as much as
Croatia.
Will you be torn?
I don't want them to draw Croatia just because I already had to watch it once and didn't enjoy that game.
How was that experience for you?
The experience was a lot of tension in the household, that's for sure.
Were there differing viewpoints?
So my dad's family's Croatian.
Okay.
That's my Croatian side. And obviously my grandmother was on fire about the quotes of John Herdman. Just,
of course,
just
yeah.
absolutely livid.
in case you
Rookie mistake.
forgot, after the match, he gave it a big F Croatia.
Rio.
And Rio is out, by the way,
Okay.
which means that I believe we're starting.
We got to
here.
be starting at some point here soon.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Maybe.
in the words of Rio Ferdinand, they might not thank him. Get the contract out, put it on the table, let him sign it, let him write whatever number he wants, because Rio is now at the wheel of the FIFA World Cup draw. That was an Ole quote, in case you somehow have not heard that somehow. They're really doing it on the height thing here.
Yeah.
They have done Kevin
someone
Hart
get-
very dirty with
Someone
the
get
lapel
Kevin
box.
Hart a
stool?
phone book or something to stand on.
He is so tiny.
He's leaned into it.
You can make a career out of your height.
All right.
And
well,
obviously being very talented, but
yeah, no, they're not drawing balls right now. But your story either way, it was very contentious in your household, and that's because they said F Croatia, which was pretty nuts in the moment. Like I was telling you guys in Qatar when we were there and we were interviewing the Croatian players at their press conference. The first thing that they all wanted to ask us were like, "Is your coach? He's crazy, right?
It was a misstep.
It's insane. Like they had
Yeah.
full, page spreads with him. I think he was like, they called him No Balls, was it? They had like a picture of him with like, and they had the newspaper in hand. It's one of the wildest things. They were pissed.
It was unnecessary inflammation
Yeah.
of the situation.
Yeah.
Obviously he regretted it.
For
probably
sure.
as soon as he said it.
the
But
second he said it.
Croatia ran with it, and I mean they're the team with more pedigree, so not as wise decision.
This was all off the back of your initial question, which, again, I totally agree with you. It doesn't have to just be Croatia, but just teams with like a highly technical midfield.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. I
Just
think
doesn't
that's
match
where
up
they
well.
lose.
It just doesn't match up well.
That's why I
but-
want more of the, like they play in the Copa America, the high tempo, fast paced,
Sure.
rugged style. I think that's where
Suits them
Canada
a bit.
wins.
Yeah.
Whereas I think if you get into a match, I know Netherlands, they won't play the Netherlands,
Yeah.
but a team like that where they're just going to keep the ball, they're just going to kind of have their way with any team in the midfield. I think that's where they struggle.
That being said, most experts actually say the opposite of what we're saying. And they think that a team that prefers possession is a team that we should want to play against
Well,
because they
you
do
wanna
hit
play on
well
the break,
counter.
right?
But and who knows? Maybe with the experience in mind, like that Croatia match could have been a match. There were a couple moments in there. Like I'm not saying that Croatia didn't firmly win that, not revisionist history, but there was a point where I think it was Osorio came on when it was 2-1, and he hit the crossbar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Or he just hit it just over the net. And if he hits that in there, like there was a point where just like the relentless energy and the athleticism from the Canadian side, it could have worked in their favor. So, and even just the way that they scored their first goal, it's the exact type of goal that Croatia probably knew that they were, possible or is capable of giving up. So, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it's hard to play against countries with world-class midfields, right? Because I think to me that's where you're won or lost. So if they can dominate the middle of the park, it's hard to play against, right? Like they'll control the proceedings entirely, and even when you do break out, they have guys who can cover. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say what like you should want if you're Canada.
And again, realistically, we've been banging the drum on this the whole time. You really should just want a good World Cup as far as atmosphere. You really just want matches that have people paying attention to them. You really just want to see the best possible matches and players possible. That's what I think we should hope for. So, group of death, please.
This is your time in the spotlight,
This
right?
is it,
This is it.
exactly.
No one's ever gonna care this much about you ever again.
How much do we care about South Africa? Think about that. We all know that first goal that they scored in 2010. That was like the best celebration.
Mm-hmm. Best call, too.
Best call, like all of it was incredible. And that's I get it. They didn't qualify out of that group. They became the first host nation to not qualify.
You were
'Cause then
saying
there's
there's
two now.
two.
Yeah, it was them
Qatar.
and them and Qatar are the only two.
So what's the speaking of that Peter Drury call? It was Shabalala. That was the player's name who scored that opening goal for South Africa.
Could not tell you.
And he says goal for Africa. It's just such an iconic. I'm trying to think what would the Canadian equivalent be of that like legendary Peter Drury moment if someone were to score.
You ask Luke that.
Yeah.
You know? Well, let's see if Luke's got something lined up.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure he does. When does he start writing that? They're still explaining how this works. So you know what? For a third time for our own broadcast, Matt, we got this. You want to run it back? We on the same page? Are we simpatico? If I say a graphic out loud, let's get that on screen. Let's do it. How about we go for what, in my mind, is the most confusing part of all of this? Does that sound good, Matt? Each group will be comprised of what? We on that one? We got that one, I think. You can just nod to me. I've broken the fourth wall. There we go. I don't have a preview monitor, so I like the dialogue more. So yes, let's go over the rules one more time, as if this is the beginning of those animated Spider-Man films. Each group will be comprised. There we go.
We're not eliminating
no
these
one's
nations.
compromised.
Hopefully.
Of one team from each of the one pots there, or each of the pots. There's a way easier way of saying that. No group will have more than one team from the same confederation drawn into it, except for UEFA, because again, there are 16 of them. So there will be one UEFA nation in each of the 12 groups, and there will be 6 groups that have 2 or 4. 4. Yeah, 4. Anyways, my math's terrible now. There will be, yes, multiple groups with 2 teams. So remember how I made this less confusing? Now I've made it more confusing. So guess what? We're done explaining anyways because they're out on the stage, and we're just going to explain this 10,000 more times as it's happening regardless. So let us get to it
Great
as
one.
everyone is on stage, and this begins now. All right. It's beginning to feel
I'm seeing
real.
like Wayne Gretzky pictures, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, Aaron Judge is one of the.
the most famous number 99 of them all.
Yeah.
Things are happening. Hopefully.
How many MVPs has Wayne Gretzky won?
Man, Aaron Judge standing next to Wayne Gretzky is crazy.
You know what?
He is a giant.
Did he borrow Al Capone's suit as well? He looks
All
good.
rise.
He
You know,
looks
he looks
really
sharp
good.
in that.
He does.
Yeah.
You gotta.
It's like part of his deal. He has to wear pinstripes even when he's not on the field.
Clean shaven all the time.
Yeah.
I mess
Or I
with
guess
that.
they didn't
I mess
do
with
that
that
rule.
suit though. I
Let's
do
see.
like it. It doesn't
Why?
work for everybody, but it's nice.
Why didn't they put
they
Shaq
just-
on the Celtics for
Are they
these
just
pictures?
doing this by height?
Why
Like,
not Phoenix Shaq?
Yeah, Phoenix Shaq.
What about Cleveland Shaq?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The big Shaq-tus.
Oh, and of course,
Man, him beside Kevin Hart.
you knew they were going
Did
to
they just get the tallest people in the world to make fun of Kevin Hart?
How did-
basically?
It's working.
Brady's
How does
coming out.
Kevin Hart find his way into everything? It's like, is he
Mr.
just-
LA?
Is he just, he's open. Yeah, he's open to everything.
They're using Bucks photos of Brady. Just shut it
He
down.
won with them, right?
He did.
Yeah, but he's
Always
a
a
Patriot.
Patriot in
He's
your
a
Well, there
Patriot.
you go. There's your 16 more photos
There's
of him
no,
on that.
he's
Yeah.
not in the heart, Brady. Don't worry.
He's in the heart of your...
Yeah.
That's a Birmingham City legend now, so.
And who else is left
They
here?
retire his
I
number
believe
with,
that's
think that's
it.
it.
Those are the guys who are drawing.
they retired his
That's-
number along with Jude's.
Yeah. Birmingham.
Yeah.
So we got
I'm excited
Wayne.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know,
right?
now it's
Finally
real.
here. I think this is
Feels
actually
weird.
happening.
Yeah, I mean, so we got Tom, we got Shaq, we got Judge,
If
we
they
got
got one
Gretz.
more short film in them or
Oh, I'm
performance,
sure
I
they
might
do.
be in.
There's
I'm
no way this is it finishing at 2, by the way.
Yeah, no, this
There's
is finishing
38
at like
minutes left. They have to draw 48 teams.
this is
so.
finishing
Unless-
at like 4:00.
Unless they do a speed run. Would you put 4-time Stanley Cup champion if you were the one who had to pick that bug out for Wayne?
I would put all-time leader and all-time NHL points leader
I would just
and
put
4-time
greatest
Stanley Cup
NHL
champion.
player of all time.
Yeah. I put it.
What are they putting for
I would
Judge?
put Brent Gretzky's.
Aaron Judge,
How much
New York
room
Yankees.
is on the super?
Yeah, 3-time AL MVP.
I think all-time points leader.
Yeah.
But if you can fit 4-time Cup winner as well, then maybe both.
It's the one that people, I guess, are most likely to know.
Forgot they.
What'd they put for Judge?
3-time AL MVP.
ALDS loser?
Lost to Jays.
yeah.
Those glasses on Shaq. He looks like he can
The
still play.
Yankees win.
The Yankees.
What about Tom Brady? Just unquestionable
Bucks
GOAT.
quarterback. Bucks quarterback.
4-time
No, Raiders
MVP.
owner. Las Vegas
Yeah.
Raiders minority owner.
Fox commentator slash Raiders owner.
Wayne Rooney's mortal enemy. Did you guys see that when he questioned his ethic or his work ethic?
Brady?
Well, because Wayne Rooney was the manager at Birmingham City for a little while, where Tom Brady's one of the part owners. And he came in one day and saw I was just really relaxed and they weren't really doing much. And he was just like, what's going on? I feel like there's just like, doesn't have much of a motor in training or something. I'm paraphrasing. But he effectively suggested that Wayne Rooney, a player known for his work rate, was lazy. very funny.
That's not right.
No.
Rooney was awesome.
Yeah, what a player.
Did Brady and Shaq, they like costume? They're matching each other's suits. Was that planned or?
We have more skits.
All right.
Yeah.
I did request one.
Are we starting something
There's
here?
more skits.
There's more skits.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while they're fooling around, why don't we?
No, I think we're
No,
getting
not
to
you
it.
guys.
I think we're
Oh,
getting to it.
We have our own board that we're going to be cutting to. Once Sam stops doing whatever that is he's doing.
Is he flossing? What's he doing?
Pot 1.
No,
the
here
drawing
we
has
go.
begun. The drawing is
Maybe
They're
it's just
showing
like a
it.
graphic. Oh no, it's
They
not
are-
showing the
Do you
team.
think
Oh man, we have more capsules ready.
Do you think they're showing? Are they showing a video for every team in pot 1? They are doing it.
Yeah, they're introducing every team.
Canada,
Okay,
Mexico.
This is just like a quick vignette. This is nothing crazy.
Give me Raul Jimenez,
Wolves legend.
Fulham legend. What are you talking about, man?
Wolves. That's Sam's
I
favorite
mean,
team,
he was
Wolves.
better for Wolves.
Come on, man. No Pulisic in the U.S. capsule. It's the LeBron James of
Yeah.
soccer.
I know. España,
Oh, there's Marino.
Argentina.
What a player.
That's a big game player there.
What a player, Mikel Marino.
Oh, at first I thought they didn't show Messi. It was just McAllister. Of course they did. Of
Are
course
you
they
watching
did.
on a separate screen, even though we have that one?
And he's ahead of you.
Yeah, I don't
too.
want to turn my neck all the way this
Andy's
way.
He's
ahead of
also
us.
ahead of you over here.
Loser.
Oh man.
Guess who's coming up for England? I know.
Bukayo.
Harry Kane.
Reece James.
Oh,
Great player when
Kane.
healthy,
Yeah.
but
One
that's
of-
a massive caveat.
That's unfortunately a massive caveat. One of Lewis Hamilton's good friends.
Wow.
Random great friendship.
Brazil.
Maybe not random.
Aren't they like
I guess both
almost
English.
20 years apart?
What? How old do you think Lewis Hamilton is?
40?
Yeah, but like, isn't Reece James 25?
15 years? I wasn't that far off.
That's far.
That's really
I thought
not
Reece
that
James was
far.
like
That's a
23.
quarter off.
I don't think that's that far. Belgium.
Like a Doku.
Jeremy Doku. I don't. Ooh, do they? Oh, they didn't even show Voltamade, did they? Or they
No,
did?
he just scored that head.
You love Voltamade. That's your
Kinda
guy.
fun. You know,
Do you think
he's
he's-
kind of a streetwear king as well?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
But he's not
like,
gonna-
a lot of it's
he's not gonna
Okay, so
start for the
there's
team.
external factors.
there's external
He
factors.
won't start over Havertz, poor guy.
No. If he had gone to Bayern, he would have, because that's just how that works.
What are they going to show for these little team introductions for the teams that aren't in it?
That probably doesn't
have
really
the
help
score
yet.
box?
Four box, yeah.
It's just gonna
Highlight
be
from each team.
no. It's just gonna be a graphic that says
four-banger.
Path A.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. They're in Hollywood. They could probably find the best motion graphics people for font as well. The big Aristotle. Okay, here it is. I love Rio's suit, by the way.
a really
Is that a
nice suit.
white tie or is that
he
no
not
tie?
wearing it?
No, it looks.
He's
I
he's
think it's
keeping us on our
something there.
toes.
It looks like a white tie.
It's a very nice
No, I
suit.
think there's a tie there.
The
I can see
triangular
his top button, though.
the triangular
Oh.
nature of the button or the suit
Yeah.
The cuff.
jacket. No,
I can't
The
tell.
collar.
no, that's not the collar either.
'Cause I
think it's
can't
just the
see any
jacket.
other. I can't see any other
Oh,
buttons.
you're talking about. I thought you were talking about it because his collar is very like.
No, that's always triangular.
Wouldn't you be able to see more buttons if he wasn't wearing a tie?
I
No,
don't-
no. Sometimes you can hide them with the style of shirt.
They didn't white balance.
I
properly.
just like to note that it's taking so long to get this draw. We are currently doing a full breakdown on whether or not Rio Ferdinand's
do you
wearing
think
ties.
You can
Here we
cover,
go.
You can cover the buttons.
No,
Here we go.
they're doing something. Tom Brady,
this
he's
is-
doing
this
something.
This is the least
wait, wait.
anticipated one.
Group
literally
C.
means nothing.
You think that's deflated?
Group C.
Brazil.
Wow.
Brazil is in Group C. Let's cut to our team over here. Brazil,
we
Group
go.
C.
Carlo Ancelotti.
You guys ready over there? You,
Oh, please.
you guys doing any work over there?
Or don't they have to draw the number now?
No.
Oh yeah. The rate.
believe
Hold
they
on.
do.
hold
Did
on.
they?
I'm just gonna
I
hold
believe
it.
they draw.
Oh,
They'll draw.
yeah,
like,
I've jumped the gun.
They'll
They're
do
not
like
in there.
C2 or C3.
Oh no, Group C.
No. Yeah, well,
But for schedule purposes, they draw like their C2 or
well, that's
C3.
interesting because they're in
Brazil.
Group C.
Here we go.
Now I got an ugly scratch mark.
Oh,
on
Germany.
Thomas.
Germany.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh.
This is the least
Germany.
climactic.
Finally,
group of them
Marissa gets
all.
to do some work.
Oh my
Jeez.
God, you guys have been working this whole time.
Here we go.
All right, Germany
Got Germany.
has been drawn.
Germany.
Voltamade.
Pajama.
In case anyone is wondering where he played, he's Group B. Looks like it's kind of just going in order.
Just in case you want to know where Voltamade is playing.
Despite
Wow.
Thomas's best interests or best attempts to lead us astray, it seemingly is going in order.
See everyone. Here we go.
I don't know why he thought otherwise.
I thought for schedule placement.
Yeah, I don't think Netherlands. If they go into Group F, I think we can firmly shut the door on that. That's former Everton manager Ronald Koeman.
Ronald Koeman played for Barcelona in the 90s.
No, Everton.
Everton manager. is
Okay, so
more,
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
They are Group F, which I think we can tell.
You really got the best of
Tell Thomas to
Leighton
pipe
Baines.
that.
Jeez.
No. As soon as I saw Brazil go in C, I realized my mistake.
Belgium, if I had to guess, going to Group G.
I don't see them actually. What pot are they? Croatia.
2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're definitely not on here.
Yeah, they're not here.
You have to make a
Oh, full screen
because
graph.
they're probably first in
They're probably
pot 2.
first there. Oh, we were
there we go.
missing one the entire
That's
time.
okay. I knew they were either one of those two.
I got it first.
Okay,
They're ranked 10th in the
Portugal.
world.
Or no, Spain, pardon me. Spain. Going into
España.
Group H.
H.
We have Spain.
Put it in H.
Put it. Amazing. We love a good cheeky Simpsons reference.
So the reactions don't really start.
This goes 16 hectares on a quart of kerosene.
Yeah, on a tank of kerosene. What country is this from?
Put it in H.
Put it in H.
All right.
Hey, if you know, you know. Okay.
You know.
They're flying through this. I
they
must
have
say.
I mean, as they should be. These can only
they have.
Yeah, we're
these are
buzzing
the
now.
the least important ones.
I mean, guys, they're all important, okay?
No, pot one's not that important.
Okay.
Well, it's important for the other teams.
What an insane thing to say.
Pot one's not important until we get to the other pots. Well,
We
Pot- I think Pot was right.
Oh,
Argentina, they skipped
they've been
pot I.
skipped. Now I really have to cross it off. So here we go. Why don't we'll
I
stop
just
the.
attacked my mic.
Yeah, exactly.
Explaining that.
So
Why are
Argentina,
they not in pot I?
because of the splitting, as we
Okay,
had
guys,
mentioned,
I'm way
very
ahead
in a
of
very
Oh, yes.
in a very
Oh, that's
confusing way when I had mentioned the different pathways and
Where's
then
Jay?
incorrectly read it. And this is due to one of those permutations. They cannot be on the same pathway as Spain.
Yeah, that's weird.
So they've been
okay.
split.
It's
And
like
I imagine England and France now,
I
like,
thought
no
we were
problems are going to
still working
arise. The fact that they're just being drawn now.
no.
it's sort of like seeding in a major tennis tournament.
Yeah,
Where
I
they
think
just
so,
make
yeah.
sure one and
Opposite
two
sides of the bracket
one and
kind
two
of
can't
thing?
meet each other in the
So France is now in Group I. France. We're now
Portugal.
We're
just
good.
England and Portugal left, and Portugal will be in Group K.
Unless France and England will clash. Group K for Portugal.
Maybe they're explaining it to us. No, yeah.
And
It
that
is-
means
So it is Group K for Portugal, yeah, and then Group L for England, then, right?
by process of elimination.
That's kind of insane. You're in Group L. That's not a good sign.
Here we
Why
go.
isn't that? Oh, I get it.
Group L's weird.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know about
Group
Group
L.
L.
I'm not that into Group
I feel like
L.
you can't pass K
Group-
in terms of.
Group
There's
L.
just so many
A
groups.
bunch of losers.
Honestly, I is a little nuts.
Yeah,
even.
I is
Like,
nuts
when I saw
too.
I, is like
Yeah.
it just feels like this sounds like a parking structure.
Group I.
Like, okay, we're gonna be entering pot 2, which, according to Luca, is the only thing that matters.
Well, now the draw actually starts.
Yeah, but
because,
they're gonna do a concert after
Oh,
this,
they
aren't
get-
they?
they get to
In-
see
after
us.
this round.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right?
At some point, I imagine there will be a.
No, there's gonna be there's gonna be like 20 more minutes of entertainment before they get to the next teams.
Yeah,
There's nothing to react to based off pot one because nothing has been solved. We knew one of these teams was going to be in each group.
But Luca,
Well-
we've laid the groundwork.
we've
now.
laid the
we
groundwork.
have laid the
We've
groundwork.
laid
I
the
am
foundation
so
of the house.
impatient.
I feel like he's not understanding how funny Group L is.
No, I get how funny Group L is, and with England there, it's even funnier as far as the meme potential goes for that group already.
It's not a good sign if you're
No.
England, okay, you're a fan of Three Lions.
I
'cause the
bet
memes
England's
Just mad
are
I have to
already-
wait to the end to watch England play.
I bet Italy's going to be
Also
there as
true
well.
for actually, you know what? Thomas brought up a good point that shuts down whatever you just said. Does determine when they're playing.
Yeah,
so.
schedule. I gotta wait
not
till
like it
like
means
the
nothing.
7th day of the tournament to watch
No,
England.
that's true. Like that's a long time to wait. It also
Just
means
want to
more.
watch my Gunners in action.
It
man.
also means more rest from the end of the season. So
Yeah, especially England. They'll have a couple players that are going, like they'll be playing till middle of June for sure. Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka.
we don't have to listen to this part. Don't worry. This is him just naming Arsenal.
Just quietly,
just
just
Arsenal
go about
problem.
your
Nani Madueke.
season.
I
You
know.
just quietly go about
these
it.
Arsenal fans don't learn,
don't,
Fab.
Don't get crazy, man.
They don't learn.
I'm just-
Fab.
I didn't
keep
say
your
anything.
keep your head on straight.
I've learned. don't
All
worry.
right, pot 2, Croatia.
Here's the montage.
Having
Now's
the
the
montage.
time.
No, when,
Let's go,
when they
man.
get drawn, when they get drawn.
Oh, come on.
A bit cowardly. Morocco. This is wow. Just 2 people that Canada has already seen, and well, probably hope not to see again. Colombia. Being drawn there. Oh, just Diaz. I'm very
Diaz-
happy.
Diaz is nice.
He's looked
He's a
great.
nice
this year.
player.
I don't know why Liverpool fans were kind of fine with just like, oh, we got the fee. So I was
they
like,
wanted-
man,
Well, he
They
was
wanted-
also like with his age and everything. It did make sense.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it didn't make sense. I'm
last
like,
chance to sell.
Yeah,
I don't-
instead they spent $500 million on shiny new toys
Yeah.
that haven't done anything.
I couldn't disagree with you more because it's like you just won a championship. Like keep
the team?
Keep
No,
the
it's
team,
fair.
man. I was saying that then. That was not even
I
like
feel
a
like when
hindsight
we get
thing.
into a transfer, this is so off topic. When we get into a transfer window, everyone gets caught up on like, oh, they're such a good selling club. But then like once the games actually start, you're like, oh, maybe it's nice to just have these players because they're good.
Dude, like not having to need the 50 million or whatever they got for him and just having him instead probably would have solved more problems.
Yeah. There's something to be said about continuity as well, right? Like,
course.
it's hard to just throw in 5 new starters or whatever and expect to hit the ground running, right?
Only Madrid is like historically kind of gets away with thing. I guess Barcelona sometimes too.
Yeah,
but in their own league, not just in the Champions
Yeah, and
League.
Madrid have clearly sold their souls to some higher power.
There's some witchcraft.
There's no way you can just reel off like 15 Champions Leagues.
I know, it's insane.
There's no way Adeyemi would misses that breakaway in the Champions League final.
Australia over here in pot 2, the team that we've agreed both of us want to each other. There's just such good chemistry. I'm sure they want that Group B. This is actually now genuinely very exciting.
Yeah, now here
This
we
is
go.
it.
Okay, let's go now.
Here we go.
But I
Okay.
was excited to see who was playing later in the tournament in Group L.
So this was my question about the scheduling. So see how pot 2 is now different in each group.
Doesn't matter though. I think they can just be drawn. The only thing that
No,
can
but for example, if you draw C, you're playing Brazil match day 1.
Yeah.
But if you draw Group A, you're not
Yes.
playing Mexico match day 1.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
It doesn't. As you can see, it's staggered the
Yes.
start times and days,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Shaq struggling to open it.
This is like the
That
first.
makes sense. He's got the biggest hands on the planet. Look
true.
how
This is the
small
first
those
meaningful
things are.
pull.
Korea Republic has been drawn,
spoiling.
and then that will be into Group A, right?
Okay, I can see.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, Z's spoiling.
Yeah,
it
no
here.
spoilers.
There we go.
I mean, spoiling for
I'm
you,
going into
not for the rest of the people watching who are actually even further ahead
I
of
guess
me.
I'll just watch on your computer,
That's fine.
but I enjoy the big screen more.
So Mexico and Korea.
Wow.
I think Mexico's gonna like that.
going-
I think
personally.
Mexico is very happy about that.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Here we go,
All
Canada
right,
group.
Canada.
This
Here
is
we
it.
go. This is so
Canada.
exciting.
Who
Yeah,
are we
well,
playing?
I gotta lean in.
Switzerland.
Wow.
Wow, Switzerland.
We knew it would.
I believe in the Park the Bus podcast. That's who they pulled. Switzerland. I
So
thought.
okay, so Canada, Switzerland.
Granit
Switzerland
Xhaka coming to Toronto.
Switzerland has some very tough players, man.
That's a hard
That's
team.
not gonna be an
That
easy
is
match.
That is not a great poll.
I think it could have been worse. And you
I
also
think it could
use
have
up a
been worse,
European
too.
slot now, which limits your chances of getting Norway or one of the 4 winners. So I actually don't think this is that bad.
Let's see.
Like, Switzerland's very good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think
All right,
you could have done
Group
worse.
C, Morocco,
Ooh,
Brazil,
that-
and Morocco.
Playing-
So that's shaping out already to be a
That's a
pretty
tough group.
deadly
Yeah,
group
that
already.
could be.
C2.
Group C has a group of death potential
Yep.
already,
Like, do
depending on what we see here for the next 16 groups. No, I'm just kidding. 10
Once we get to
groups.
Group R, we'll see if there's a.
If there's a group of death potential there.
So
Oh
Canada
my God.
will guaranteed not. Obviously, they can't get 2 other European teams, so maybe 1.
No. I hope they get Norway still, but
We'll see.
I keep forgetting that. Here you go, USA.
okay. The next pot 2 team drawn into USA's group is Australia, which I think they're gonna love that.
Oh, I think
they're
they'll
gonna
like
like
that
that.
too.
Canada has gotten the short end here compared to
Remember-
USA and Mexico.
They have.
Right? They've
They
got
have.
the tougher pull for
I'll
sure.
ask you this though: would you rather draw
3.
Switzerland or Morocco, which keeps those 2 European slots open?
True. Yeah, that's a good point. No, you're right. I'd probably take Switzerland.
Yeah,
Yep.
As good as Switzerland is, I honestly don't think.
I don't know, man.
Also,
I
let's
think-
not
for
like
pot
let's not
3 and
let's,
4
let's not like completely kneel before Switzerland here.
No, I get it.
We'll
They're
give
a good
them a
team,
match.
though.
We'll give them a match. Come on.
They're pretty good.
They're
That,
pretty
that
good.
Xhaka long shot at BMO Field is just gonna.
It's gonna hit different.
it's gonna hit different.
Ecuador and Germany in Group E.
Oh, but hold on though. So can't that will not be the game at BMO though, right? Because that's 4th, or sorry, third of the
that's a
group,
good
Oh,
right?
I didn't even see
That's a good
that.
point.
Right?
I guess
Okay.
not.
Yeah. So we still don't know who the opener will be.
No.
That's
So,
it's not.
so
So,
whoever
Switzerland
is
is the
B2,
last match.
B2 will be at BMO.
Is it? Yeah, 2. 2 is
Okay.
at BMO because that's their opening match.
opening game?
Yeah. So
Damn.
you might potentially have enough points before Switzerland, which would make for a better match because you can go all out. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Japan will be facing the Netherlands in their opening match.
See, now you want Cape Verde, right? If you're,
Yeah.
We got Switzerland.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
let's not get crazy.
Let's not get
mix
crazy.
in a Cape Verde here.
Let's
fun.
mix in a little Cape Verde.
Give us a New Zealand.
I don't want to disparage Cape Verde at all. I'm not. You know, I'm just saying you have to make choices in life.
But give us a New Zealand or a Cape Verde.
This is where I'd want Croatia at this point.
Japan, Netherlands.
Let's stick-
That's electric.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that. They're gonna go. That's gonna be.
Is that part of your
That's
goals
that's,
galore?
That's part of the goals galore group.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah,
It's
you're
still
right.
alive.
Thank
We-
you. It's
we're
alive.
halfway there.
That's great.
Group G, Belgium and Iran.
Iran.
Okay.
Well, the group of death is coming, and it will be in the next 4 groups. I'm telling you this right now.
Because Croatia.
One of these teams is going to draw Croatia.
They have to.
Yes.
It'll
And
take
I
away-
would.
They
I,
either actually have to.
They actually
yes.
have to. I think.
Well, also Colombia and Uruguay are floating
Yeah.
here, so,
So we're gonna
these
get-
are
They're- no,
serious.
yeah, these are heavy hitters.
These are some heavy hitters.
who's in
coming
Group
down.
H? Uruguay and Spain.
See, that's
Wow.
tough. Already. See, that's tough already.
That's a tough group. I think that's our current.
And
sort of
guaranteed if Italy makes it their group.
the French are in the one.
You can already just put it in pen.
Pencil Italy in for Group H.
Group I and L, as funny as we've been saying the group names are, the fact that the openers will be against France and against England makes it even more interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? All things considered, you're right. Like, out of all the teams you could get, Switzerland isn't the worst. It's
I
not
think it's
the
a good like
best.
European slot. to
Group
burn.
I, France will be playing Senegal.
Oh.
France and Senegal.
Wow. So we're gonna get
2002 World Cup. I believe that was Senegal who beat France in the opener, if I'm not mistaken.
So we're gonna get two of Argentina, Portugal, and England are gonna get Croatia and Colombia here.
Wow.
Wow.
See, now if you're one of the bigger nations, though, you're not really sweating the groups.
No,
right?
not-
Based on this
not
format,
really.
you're not.
Yeah, it's
Even
for
if you-
most teams.
so-
The 8th best.
I
third
think,
place.
but if you're England, you probably
What-
want.
Argentina has also been like notorious for not being that great in the group stage. 2018, did they miss out when they lost to Croatia? I think they've beaten
Argentina has drawn Austria.
Okay, so they're not facing
But
Croatia.
see, if you're the,
So if you're England, you want Croatia probably to eliminate more European teams, right?
This is gonna start getting.
Probably. I really don't think they would really be too concerned
No,
with
but
the
like
Croatia
the
one. Just like
possibility of like Colombia, Norway in your group if you're England.
yeah,
I honestly think they'd prefer Croatia.
I don't think they're sweating it.
Nah.
There's a team that didn't allow a goal. in
Yeah, for sure,
qualifying,
for
like,
sure. But I'm saying, like, for difficulty purposes.
Sure.
Okay, we're finding out. Colombia is facing Portugal.
Okay, so we got
So-
England and Croatia.
So England
Wow.
avoids the potential Norway pot 3 here.
You're not thrilled about that, are you?
We played England.
Yeah, take your sweater off.
Take it off.
finally.
Yeah, it took forever to.
Here we go.
That's kind of. Where was the pride for the last 2 hours when we were in here?
I had to say, I wanted to know our opponent first.
Soft.
And
Yeah,
that's-
yeah, we're okay.
And that's the first game of the group stage.
Oh, we
for you
didn't put
guys.
the England shirt up. Oh well. Do you want me to, I got a David Beckham shirt. You want me to put that on?
No, it's okay. Don't worry. We don't have to clash. I was gonna actually bring my Saka Arsenal jersey too, and now that would have been pure clash of the Titans. But here we go. These are interesting.
Now it's
pot
getting
two
real.
draws.
Now it's about to get real.
Toronto might get a Germany match. Is what someone was saying. That'd be kind of.
I can't think of a more depressing way to start for Canada
I know.
than Germany.
No. They're group
Oh, sorry,
E, group
sorry,
E,
yeah,
group
yeah,
E.
okay, no, they can't
we
play each
be the
other,
same
yeah.
group. No, yeah.
You're right, yeah, sorry, they can't play each other. That would be a really tough opening match, though, for whoever gets Germany.
Germany, I know, yeah.
Yeah. They don't traditionally mess around at these tournaments.
Except for last year.
I know, but
Or
yeah,
last time.
But yeah,
2018.
2020.
Yeah. Actually, no. Sorry, they've had a
Both.
couple.
They
yeah,
messed- yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Sweden knocked them out. The team that we've overlooked.
I'm buying low on them, though. I'm buying low on Germany.
Are you?
Yeah.
Guess who's selling high? Hein.
I mean, there's never a low for him. It's always high.
To be fair, though, Voldemade.
I mean, streetwear guru.
Oh, yeah, it's an absolute streetwear guru. The best dressed from pot one.
Pot 3.
Here we go,
Oh
Norway.
my God, Norway.
Just absolutely just feeding Italy in these highlights, dude. just
Great
absolutely
clips.
feeding them.
Giving
At
it
the
to
San
them.
Siro, too.
It's not, yeah,
At the San
at
Siro.
both. I mean, it's not easy to play in the Arctic Circle.
Well, they're going
It's not.
They're
It's
gonna be
not.
playing far away from home. in
Bodo
those
Glimt, man.
qualifiers,
Those
too.
are not easy matches.
They're not.
They are not.
Europa
especially
League
in the winter.
legends. Oh. Only theme you need to
Little
know.
Europa League jingle.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott McTominay.
No Kieran Tierney, Arsenal legend.
I like the Scots, man. I like how
Yeah.
they play. They're fun. They're scrappy.
Yeah.
Paraguay.
And then you know what? When Italy won the Euro, Scotland sallied hard.
Yeah.
So I respect them for it.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing a story in 2018 when Croatia played England in the semi-final.
Yeah.
They sold out of Croatia jerseys in Scotland.
See, there you
Yeah.
go, man. It's they'll back whoever's playing
Oh, yeah.
England.
I love the spite. I love
Yeah.
it.
Cote d'Ivoire.
They're consistent.
Oh my God, here it is, guys. Uzbekistan, another one there.
Kushanov.
Man City.
Sprinkle a little Uzbekistan into the Canada group. You know, just
Be careful what you wish
Careful what you wish for.
just a
Careful
little
what you
Uzbeki
wish for.
sprinkle.
Just a little sprinkle.
Yes, a
I
little
don't know.
bit.
I'm still going. Give us Norway, and I'm just saying for the fun.
Norway, Switzerland, Canada.
Saudi Arabia
That would be a fun
beat
group.
Argentina.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a match. It happens though sometimes. Even Spain in
It
2010
does.
lost to Switzerland, I believe, and then went on to win it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that shock in the group, right?
Yeah. Kind of helps your campaign. South Africa apparently has been flying in their qualifying and are pretty good. So don't
They
look
won their
past them
group,
if
I
we
believe.
somehow get them.
Here we go. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting.
This is very nerve wracking. I just don't know if Rio is wearing a tie or not.
I think he's.
I don't think he is.
I think I
he
can
is.
see
Yeah.
2-3 buttons on that shirt.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you can cover the buttons. There's like a stripe, a white stripe.
Aaron
You wear-
Judge is
it's
starting us off, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I can,
So Mexico, they're getting a European team here, right? Or
Well, let's
most
see.
likely.
Let's see. Group A.
Africa. Only
Mexico
European
gets
team
South
is,
Africa. Mexico gets South Africa.
I mean, wow.
Scotland. Are they
What a
European
group for
team?
Mexico.
They're loving their group.
This is
Yeah, this is best case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in terms of ambitions of winning the group, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mexico, Korea Republic, South
So the
Africa.
first match of the World Cup, we
It's
know it is
Mexico-
Mexico and South Africa.
Mexico, South
Yeah.
Africa.
Hey, that's kind of cool. They get
Yeah.
another first match of the tournament.
Yep.
Very nice. Something very serendipitous about
All right.
that. And
Maybe
because it's the
they'll
last
get
time they
to-
played, right? They haven't played.
I gotta watch
Group
on your
B, and of course it's Aaron Judge
Oh,
doing this
he's-
for us.
He's gonna screw us over.
big time.
I don't like this.
Qatar.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
That's
Qatar.
You know what? I'm not mad.
No,
again,
I'm not mad about it.
They're actually a solid team, but again, of what
That's
you
okay.
could have got.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Winnable game,
technically. Yeah.
technically speaking.
Okay. That's a much softer landing spot than it could have been.
It is-
Jesse Marsh not giving anything away, by the way.
It is-
He was just dead eyes there. He was like, eh.
That's what you need to do.
You need to do
yeah.
it. You didn't
Because
want
you
to
know, but you
You
don't.
don't want to do this?
You know what? You don't want.
Yeah,
Yeah. You, imagine he just
just
fit
got up
hard
and did a
fist pump. He learned
bump.
from John Herdman's mistakes.
Yeah.
We're not
Paraguay-
feeding the bear. We're not poking the
Group
bear.
C, Paraguay.
Paraguay.
So I don't think that's a group of death anymore.
but with Brazil,
Oh wait, no, sir, that can't happen.
Yeah.
Because of course.
Yeah, you can't be in the same pot.
I was
apologies.
very hesitant to tell you to scribble because of
No,
last
no,
time.
no. But you're correct because two.
So did they
two
move to
teams-
Group D now?
They would.
Oh,
Okay.
USA is laughing.
I mean, Paraguay's not bad, but yeah, of what they could have got.
I mean,
sure.
the hosts, all three are feeling okay
yeah,
right now.
Yeah.
They
right.
they could have been far worse than
Canada's
what they
just
have.
that Italy spot is just
That
wide
Italy
open for
spot
them
is
now.
wide open.
Oh, you can put Italy in the Spain Uruguay group. That's 100% gonna happen. If they make it, that's
Or-
100% gonna happen. They don't. They face Spain
Or
in
the
every
Portugal
group stage they're
Colombia
ever in.
group.
Oh God,
Every
streets
coast.
aren't ready for that.
Oh,
Cote
no.
d'Ivoire.
Oh no.
The streets aren't
Cote
ready for that.
d'Ivoire joins. Would that
join
be
Group
Group
E.
E? Yeah, yeah.
Because they can't be with
Or no,
Morocco.
they could. Yeah. Thank you.
Pock is on top of this here.
Oh, I had my
Aqua's
early
a
struggles.
Great
but
geography student.
My pen is.
no, a lot of flags from playing FIFA growing up.
It's fair.
Okay, so Germany, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador. Not bad. Not bad.
It's a solid group.
Yeah, there's. Ecuador's not
That
a
group in like
pushover.
2014 would have been just
Oh, yeah.
fireworks.
Cote d'Ivoire had a moment for sure. Tunisia.
Tunisia.
who I feel like
they're
have
gonna
been
go
rock
to
solid
Group
in their
F as well.
qualifying, right?
No, they'll go to Group
Group
F
F?
because they can't. They're
That's right,
They're in
yes.
AFCON or
Yeah.
CAF. Looks like you lost your geography, pal.
It's like I lost the fastball.
Hit him with the splitter.
So
So Brazil's getting at this point like the odds are just increasing of getting a
European team.
Norway or a Scotland, right?
yeah.
Wow. That's gonna be a Tough group.
Yeah.
Also, our goals galore group is now done because Tunisia
Tunisia
has
is-
taken away the
They
spot.
are the antithesis of goals galore. They are,
Yeah.
they are don't give up goals at all.
Egypt will join Group G.
Yeah.
Yeah. Belgium, that's a pretty tough task for them.
Egypt, Iran.
So now Group G is
Okay.
Belgium, Iran.
A lot of Premier League
Egypt.
players between Belgium and Marmouche and Salah.
Let's get a European team in here. Let's get Norway in this
These ones are
group.
coming really
Let's
late
get
each
Norway
time,
in this
too.
Spain group.
Yeah.
We'll go to Group C.
Or
won't they?
Yeah, I would go to Group C.
It would.
Why?
Because they
Brazil.
need a team
Yeah.
still.
Oh,
Still needs a team.
So if Norway or Scotland are drawn here,
Okay, so let's
Spain
get-
would avoid them.
Let's get Uzbekistan.
Scotland. So
Scotland.
Scotland's getting
Group
Brazil.
C.
Scotland, Brazil. Honestly, that's if you're Scottish and you squeaked in there just to get into the tournament. Yeah, I don't know. Give the party.
That's the city. Like wherever they play, that's the city I want to be hanging out in.
I agree.
Yeah.
Scotland, Brazil.
Brazil, Morocco, and Scotland. That's a fun group.
That is a
I
fun
will
group.
watching those matches.
That's a tough.
Wow. The
Group
Norway
H has potential right now.
to be the group of death.
If they draw
Ancelotti.
this
If they draw Norway?
European
I don't know.
team-
Ancelotti nodded a bunch. He was like,
He'll poker face it.
Scotta McTominay.
Yeah,
If they draw
like, that's
Norway
fine.
here.
Yep.
He's
familiar
He's got
with his
bigger
team.
fish
See
to
what
fry
Judge
than the
has
group
for us.
stage.
Yeah, it's true.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia will.
How did
be,
this get ahead of this?
I don't know.
Wow.
Crazy.
Electric.
So Saudi Arabia is in the H.
Yes.
I think Spain's going to be just fine with that as well. Although Argentina would beg otherwise, because then they lose 2-1. Was it?
Yeah,
They did.
that was it. That was a
That was
shocker.
the opener, yeah, and everyone felt like his career was over.
And it
And
was,
he went on to
It
win
was
the World
only
Cup.
just beginning.
and then people realize how reactionary they are.
Yeah.
A lot of prisoner of the moment stuff. For sure.
We're
It's
up.
hard.
France, Algeria
Algeria.
can't be with
No, they can't.
Senegal because
So
of
they-
the African
they-
So Group
nation.
J.
They're
So they go to
the Argentina
Argentina.
group.
Jay.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Argentina. Yeah.
If Norway goes to Group K,
This feel. I'm gonna be.
that's looking like probably the
Are there any? I guess just Group L so far with 2 European nations. That's it.
yeah.
Group K, the stories, write themselves, as you said. If Ronaldo and Haaland are in the
Oh
same
my
group together,
gosh.
J2.
That's group of death written all over it if Norway ends up there.
too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
everyone knows
With
Group K is
Portland,
death.
Colombia.
Group A.
And they've got a 50% shot
They
at
got it now. Yeah, Uzbekistan has ended up in Group I.
No, it has to be.
Yeah, so
they have to
Norway-
be. Yeah, they have
Norway
to be.
has to be Group K.
They can't be
Yeah, 'cause
Group
they
L.
can't be in Group L.
Wow.
So they
Yeah.
will be.
That is a hard.
Wow.
Wow. What a group.
Portugal.
Portugal, Norway, Colombia.
Wow. That's a
Gonna be
fun group.
tough.
That's a fun group.
Especially if that gets
no.
rounded out with some.
Is
Yeah. No.
Norway.
No, yeah, it has to. That's
No.
why they're jumping to it.
yeah. Cause
Oh wait.
no,
they
Oh
can't-
wait. What did
No.
we?
What are we missing?
Oh, because there's still the France Senegal group.
No,
Yeah.
that has to go to Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
Where they could-
So Norway's with
why-
France.
why-
That's still a hard group. France,
Wait,
Senegal,
wait, wait. Why
Norway.
couldn't Uzbekistan not?
Been with Senegal, I
Yeah,
guess.
or France? What happened there?
I don't know my geography enough
No,
to know why
Anyways,
that is the
So
case.
England, Croatia get Panama, or yeah.
Yeah.
they'll be fine with that too. England already, I think, is pretty content with their group.
Yeah. And they can't draw a European qualifier
No.
team, so
That-
that's honestly even for Croatia, I think that's pretty best case scenario.
Wow.
Caicedo, best midfielder in football. That's Hambone.
Hopefully he's not on a red card when the World Cup starts.
Norway is now joined. Then can they go to Group I with France?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only spot left.
Yeah. Okay. And there it is. Norway Group
Well,
I with France.
If you're looking at like the European playoff teams, at least knowing that you avoided Norway is like a pot 3
Dude.
team coming in as a pot 4 team, like that's
Listen, man, go even storyline like Haaland and Mbappe, same
Of
group.
course, yeah.
Epic.
This will
Epic.
determine who the greatest striker
That's
in the
it.
world is.
It's actually just that match.
right.
and
They
it's
finally
the
get to
final
face
match,
off.
too.
And
Yeah.
that spot in group H for Italy is still wide open.
Oh,
with
it's
Uruguay.
put
and,
it in stone.
and Spain.
At least Saudi Arabia is in there, I guess.
making an
but-
appearance on the broadcast.
Wow.
Did they get him a birthday cake?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, if you're one of these countries that has designs on winning the whole thing, you're not really stressing out at this point, right? No matter what in this format.
No. With this
You
many-
kind of just
In
want.
this format, you're right.
Yeah.
So as far as what is open for Canada still, they can still draw Italy or Sweden or whoever.
Any of the European
Any
teams
European
would make
teams.
it that. I mean, that would make it pretty challenging.
Yeah,
Pretty
that would make
challenging,
it.
right?
Yeah, the hope is like one of them lands in Group A, especially because there's no European teams in Group A right now.
We cannot draw New Zealand because they come.
So hold on. I don't think a group can not have a European
Yeah,
team.
so
though,
Group
right?
A is automatic to have.
So one of the European teams is going to Group A for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because no matter
And-
what they draw, they'll have to get bumped to Group B immediately.
Yeah, yeah, and the European teams cannot go into Group I or L. Yeah, I mean the European teams are probably going to be what makes these, group of death or not.
For sure.
Jordan,
I'm back ahead of the stream.
you
Nope,
caught
not
up?
anymore.
How did that happen?
What the
I just
heck,
hit
man? We were doing we were thriving over
I
here.
just hit refresh.
Oh,
Oh, he's quite ahead of you now, Luca.
That's better for the.
yeah?
That's actually better for the chat.
Oh, yeah?
So,
oh yeah. We'll show you.
it's
See
okay.
how my refresh works.
You should be on that.
How are we looking?
I think we're lined up. We're pretty lined up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
I should have just done that from the beginning.
All right. Well, none of us guessed any of these groups correctly, which
I had
is
Switzerland at least. I hit with Canada.
in case you want to know how hard the
Do you feel
lottery
bad
is.
about your prediction not going well?
Yeah, I wish. I
kinda wish-
wanted Norway. But if Italy ends up with Canada, I think that's a fun group. But at the same time, if they just get anyone else here, it feels like what most Canadian fans wanted, which was like a more competitive group, is going to happen.
By Italy, you mean Northern Ireland.
Yeah, I can.
Or Bosnia.
I meant Northern.
It's not going to be Italy.
Yeah, I think Johnny Evans
Tennis
is
nation.
going to come back. Yeah, and help them win that.
We have our
And they-
answer for
hey,
what
they did
were
it.
gonna show.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
showed
they-
all four teams.
They showed all four.
You know what? I
teams.
will say they did speed through the actual drawing process, which was
Yeah,
good.
the drawing
did.
process.
Well, I said they're not going to be done by
very
2.
Quick.
They're not, but like,
They'll be close.
But it's close.
207 maybe?
close.
I mean, I thought we were looking at like 4 o'clock
Yeah.
at one point
Yeah,
here.
Well, here we go. The last.
Can't stay till that
12
time, man.
teams.
Maddie's got dinner reservations.
Yeah.
Here we go. Who's Canada playing in their opener? I guess is what
Yeah,
we get to
that's
find out.
Who's
soon.
Canada playing at BMO?
So this is the Toronto match.
Yes.
This
This is the Toronto match.
Come on, Italy.
I mean, let's just.
Which
That
which
would
one
be-
I
is?
mean, come
They're
on.
playoff
That's
A.
the
Winner
that's the
playoff A.
best case scenario,
It's
right?
gotta be right.
UEFA winner player
Well,
playoff. A.
So and hold
here
on.
we go.
Italy's
they
path
pre-
is A.
Are they predetermining one of the?
Yeah.
They're A, right? Okay.
Are they predetermining right now for
They
for
might.
Group A?
They might.
Really?
What has
If
to
it's,
be?
so if this is not Europe, this is who we get.
It
now.
has to be one of
Yes,
the,
if it's
the
not a
European
European team.
teams.
It's who we get.
Okay, so
Oh,
there
that
you go.
is. So they could get that, and that means it's still on for Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denmark.
Ireland
Is it
would
crazy
be a
to
fun
say like
opener.
if Denmark
would
gets
be.
through, they're
if
like the
Ireland
best.
made it, they'd be
team.
fun.
Well, but that's now who. That's yeah. Mexico got them.
Okay.
It's gotta be Italy.
That actually
Wow.
becomes an
Yeah, I
interesting
mean, it
group
just
now.
has to be,
It
right?
just has to be.
It just has to be.
They're in A, huh?
And by Italy, we mean Wales.
By Italy,
You
we
could
mean
get-
any
We
of
mean
the
the
other
Welsh.
3 teams.
Yeah, we mean the Welsh.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, this is the opener.
Oh my God.
Who's it gonna be? It's a playoff.
Oh my God! It has to. It has to happen.
It has to happen. It has to
my
happen.
That's
God.
the opener.
Oh
That's
my
the opener.
God. That would be.
This is no. This has
So
to be destiny,
good.
man. This has
Man,
to be
this
destiny.
is
There are gonna be so many
Destiny.
Welsh
That
fans.
is Destiny Udogi, man. Oh
Hey,
my God.
Where are those tickets?
Italy is gonna dispose of Northern Ireland, and then they're gonna be up like 2-1 against Wales and allow 2 in extra time. to
Jesse
lose.
Marsh.
Man, I
also
just can't wait to go to
stoic
Market Lane.
Hey, man.
Oh, St. Clair.
Oh man, I can't wait if it happens.
If there's
Can you
it's a
imagine they
big
dropped
if.
the ball on that? I don't think
They
Toron-
could.
I don't think
They very
Toronto.
well could,
I don't
yeah.
think Toronto Italians would forgive them.
You know they're gonna drop the ball on it.
Haiti.
Oh
Oh my
God, that is insane.
Haiti goes in. To
I
Group
mean, the
C.
thing for Canada is if it does end up being Italy, you're playing on the road.
Yeah.
You are playing a
I
road
think you
match.
are. I really do think you are.
With all people who have lived in Canada for a long time that are just
I
grown
will.
up cheering
I'm
for the
not going to say
Italian national
anything.
team.
I'll just keep it
No,
to
I think
myself.
I think you're right that that's exactly what is poised to probably happen. I mean, to be fair, people are going to travel anyways. Like we have to remember,
Of course, of
there's going to
course.
be a lot of Italians
Oh,
if they make it there.
My
going to that
dad's
match.
cousins have already talked about they were like, if Italy makes it, like we're coming here.
Yeah.
Like already trying to get them to get tickets for that.
I don't think you can even undersell how crazy of an opener that is for Canada if it ends up being Italy.
as good as it
That's
could have
actually
been.
insane.
It's as good as it could have been.
In terms of hype, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's incredible. Group E
And, I mean, listen,
is drawn curious.
Italy's been not good. So
Nope.
if they do make it, Canada will give themselves a decent shot.
Yeah.
Right? That's not some unwinnable match.
No.
Wow, out of all of them,
That's insane.
the
I can't
luck
believe
of
that
the
happened.
Italians.
But now they're going to not qualify.
Now they're not going to qualify. Like I already know it.
From an actual group perspective, too, though, like Italy comes into that group. They did not fare well against the Swiss in the,
No, they
in
got
the Euro.
smoked at
Yeah,
Euro.
was it 3
they got
nothing or
smoked.
3-1?
Yeah, they absolutely got smoked at Euro.
And then Canada again.
Italy
I don't know.
and Switzerland
That's
have,
a very interesting group.
Yeah, Italy and Switzerland have gone back and forth a bit. Italy beat them at Euro 2020. They beat them in the groups, and then they got throttled by them last one. So a little bit of history there if it does end up happening.
Wow.
That means, by the way, as well, there really isn't a group of death that we kind of see here, right?
Who just drew to France, Senegal, Norway?
Well, this
Oh, it's
No.
the FIFA.
that's FIFA. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, they're it's
There
kind
will
of
not.
spread out.
Yeah,
it's kind of
it's quite
spread out.
spread.
It's
Yeah.
spread out in
Would
a
you
way that you're
consider
not.
France, like Senegal is still like that's a pot 2 team. Like they're
It's a decent team, but that's
They're
not a group
decent.
of death. I don't think.
No true group of death here.
It's a challenging group.
Sorry, the only thing maybe
Over.
it depends who get. I mean, I guess if you get into Spain, Uruguay, but once again, I think Saudi Arabia kind of.
Sorry, did the U.S. just draw Cabo Verde?
I believe so. If they can go in there.
Things are going.
No, they
slow.
can't
Oh,
go
go ahead.
there.
Group H, okay.
Yeah, they can't go there. Poor Cape Verde, man. Wow.
yeah, that's a tough draw.
But they're there for the party, man.
They're there
Like,
for the,
again. They're there
yeah,
for the party.
Yeah, they're there for the party. They're
party.
not. They're not.
Wow.
That's 2 good matches. You get to play Uruguay and Spain.
Yeah.
Your first World Cup. That's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty sick.
They're going to be asking Spanish players for autographs
The deals for the shirts.
What-
for
I
sure, man.
think Spain is still got this group.
Which Spanish player are you getting a shirt off if you're getting the first choice?
Yamal.
Yamal.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Pedri.
Over Rodri.
good.
Cucurella for Luca.
What about
Oh yeah, Kukurea.
That's
It's
your
his
guy,
twin.
man.
Yeah,
It's his
my
twin.
That's your doppelganger.
Not Marino.
Is
You're not
this-
taking Marino's
This is
shirt?
Euro.
Even if he gets the number 9.
This has got to be Group D, no?
Yeah,
So the U.S. has drawn a pretty favorable group.
I would
Yeah.
say so.
They're feeling pretty good.
They're feeling pretty
I think Mexico's feeling, and honestly, Canada's probably
can't-
feeling okay.
they
not
feel
not
fine.
amazing,
They
but
I
feel
think U.S.
fine.
got even the weakest European playoff.
Yeah.
Like, foursome.
that's the thing.
I
They're not
agree.
even created equally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, if that does end up being Italy, like I don't know, actually, the more I think Italy, Switzerland, they're probably not feeling fine. They're probably excited for what's to come for the challenge, but that's a difficult group.
But
That is a
difficult-
difficult
it's a tall task.
No, it is, but
It's a
at
tall
least
task.
you can talk yourself into beating Qatar,
Sure.
which in this format, 1 win probably gets you into the next round. 3 points probably does.
Potentially.
Group
Probably
F.
win in a draw.
Also, Italy sucks, so if they do make it, it's probably not that hard of a
Fab
match.
is
And that's a
Italian.
big if because we all know that
Fab is
that
our
group
Italian
is going to
expert.
end up being Northern Ireland instead in that.
Yeah, I
group.
mean, okay, say it's not. Let's just say it's not Italy, Northern Ireland,
Bosnia
I
or
mean, that's
Wales,
not.
yeah.
That's not.
That's
not crazy, man.
You'd like no, of course.
Yeah.
That group you'd enjoy more.
And all eyes turn to March. Just all of a sudden now,
man.
it's like
wow. Oh
that'll
my
be a fun
gosh.
international
Who
break.
you
we
know,
gotta go to Wales.
anyone in the chat, who do you want to come out of that? If you're just like purely supporting Canada, who do you want?
Say that again, sorry.
If people in the chat, who do you want Canada to face in the opening match? Like, pick one of those teams.
I feel like you'd ask for Northern Ireland.
For competitive sake, you mean?
Yes.
Nothing says opening match hype like Canada, Northern Ireland at BMO.
Versus the
Not
Italy, like
even
the Italy
full
one.
Ireland, just Northern.
Just the Northern Ireland.
Oh man.
Well, we're down to our final 3 here. Thank you for joining us, by the way, for this. This has been a lot of fun. It's been very long. I don't think I'll tell you that much, but has been a lot of fun as Congo, DR, Jamaica, and New Caledonia get drawn, which they will slot into, what was that? Probably K, no? I'm probably wrong on that anyway.
Jamaica would be a nice addition to this tournament.
They got
I hope they do it.
Steve McLaren just dipped and was just like, we still have a chance of getting in, but I don't want a part of this.
So then I guess
That's really dark.
I know. That was pretty
That's
sad.
really
It was like,
you would have to go Ghana with
it was
England, right?
yes, because
Oh, Portugal's
the group
loving
left?
this.
yeah,
this
because Ghana
group.
can't be in Group G.
Oh.
yeah, because of Egypt.
Portugal's.
Not only did Ronaldo unjustly get to play, he will now have to face Uzbekistan and whoever comes out of this. I mean, he is ready to pounce on goals.
He's gonna score like 12 group stage goals, and then
he's gunning for the all-time. Yeah,
He's 8 off the record.
that's too
he'll
much.
score 8.
That's too much.
He'll score 8.
He might try.
He might-
You
he'll
might try.
I think if he tried for 8, then Portugal would lose 3.
Is
Like,
the-
if that somehow came to fruition,
Man, him chasing the Euro goal was nuts.
yeah, that was insane.
You know, he really
was
was really
much.
pushing for it as hard as
too
possible.
much.
And then he missed the penalty.
Yeah. So England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. England's fine.
England's not sweating anything at this
No,
point.
no.
Yeah, they're not.
Is Croatia sweating it all over there?
No, Croatia loves this as well.
I think
Yeah.
drawing England is like if you're gonna take another European team, it's nice to get one from pot 1. That way you avoid like I would have not wanted any of the qualifiers from pot 4 or Norway or Scotland from pot 3. So
You would have preferred England? Why?
But also,
I would because like if you're gonna draw a pot 1 team, if you draw Argentina or any team that's not European, that now opens the door for you to draw Norway, or it opens the door for you to draw Italy or any.
Yeah, but
of
like
those.
England's a bad pull.
yeah, but no, but also.
Well, which
but-
other team would you want? Other than Mexico, Canada, and like you're gonna draw a good team. You're in
One of
pot
the other
2.
ones, I
No,
think.
but if you're Croatia, you now don't play England in a knockout either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play them in the
Right.
first match,
Sure.
and then you can just focus from there.
They'll
and
be
win your
favored to
next
get
two.
through that group. Like,
Yeah.
not favored, sorry, not number one, but they'll
With
be
Ghana,
one of the two.
with Ghana,
pardon me.
Panama, you should be second. in that group.
Ghana has not been flying like they had in the past. So
No, they're not. They're not like peak Ghana at this
didn't they
point
almost
either.
not get into AFCON?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or they just didn't. Yeah.
So I guess Morocco would be considered the top African, like if a team that's going to make noise.
Yeah, I think they're
Probably them, right?
probably the highest ranked
Yeah.
African team right now.
Yeah.
Especially with how successful they were at the last World Cup. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they
There it
didn't.
is.
Sorry, they're not in AFCON. But yeah,
Yeah.
jeez.
Do we want to throw it to Marissa and her beautiful board?
All right, Marissa. Yeah, we're gonna throw to you out there.
Sam.
Yeah.
Sam's here too, you guys. You didn't introduce him at all.
We got. Well, honestly, I didn't realize he was entering.
Oh.
So it's a
I
little
don't
bit
blame you.
difficult.
I get it.
Guys.
All right. Want you to show us how the board has shaped up?
Well, I'm a little concerned about our group B here for our Canadian boys. Only because, like, if you just look at the stream in general, how many Italians are on it? Okay, how many in that room? How many standing here right now? We have an issue if Italy actually makes it in, I think.
I'm a little concerned. I think there will be a lot of division there, and I don't know. They said that it wouldn't be a home game for them. It might be, though.
It's going to be. Also, can we talk about how Portugal always gets a free ride
Okay.
out of the group stage every single time? No bias.
Colombia, what are you talking about? What are you talking
No,
about? That's
no.
crazy.
Portugal's going to handle this, aren't they?
Of
Am I
course
wrong?
they're going to handle their
Yeah.
business. I'm not Portuguese, by the way, but my father-in-law is. So, again, I just want to say, but this group is not a full cakewalk.
Okay, fine. Have we heard from Christopher Hine about Group E and how he feels? Is he in the chat? Has he still been in the chat
That's a
about
great,
Germany?
That's a great question. Again, we have to care about Christopher Hines'
Of course.
feelings in this scenario, right? Like
Yeah,
it
that's-
does matter for this one. Again, I love Group C. This is a
love Group
fun one to watch. Okay.
Yes, I agree. Also, for our Kiwis in the house, Connor Nickel Penman, he's very excited about Group G. I feel like they might have an opportunity here to shine, and I love that for him. I feel like Mexico, I don't know. The rest of these, the groups that I'm obviously excited about, I always like cheering for Spain. outside of Italy, outside of Canada, Spain is my go-to. So I am excited about that group as well. I think it'll be a good time. I'm just like, I'm concerned. I have concerns about BC. Actually, will be a lot of fun. You're right. And I'm sorry, but the USA, are they not also getting a ride here? Like, hello?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Marissa for Who's Getting a Ride segment.
Oh yeah, a free ride.
This
not
segment
Canada,
is
not
brought
Italy.
to you by-
Riding it.
Yeah, is this by Enterprise or something?
Canadian.
Either way, there it is. There it is. The first ever 48-team World Cup draw, and now we know Canada in Group B might be facing Italy or Northern Ireland or who else?
Wales
Wales,
and
there we
Bosnia.
go. And
Bosnia.
Yeah, in their opening match. But they'll also be taking on Qatar and Switzerland. So a lot of fun groups in there. But to be honest, as we said, just really well spread out, I think, more than anything. And if that Italy qualification comes to fruition, that's definitely one of the most interesting matches, definitely, at least for us. So fingers crossed. We are going to be watching that thing.
I mean, that's a
in
chance
March.
that you're playing a 4-time winner to open your home World Cup. I mean, in terms of hype and aura, that's the one you want.
You couldn't ask for anything better. I pray that they get that. I really do.
Yeah.
The atmosphere in that would be insane.
It'd
I
be
really do
nuts.
think they'll lose a home match, though, unfortunately, if that happens. Versus, if we're on that front, Qatar, I think we got a home match for that one. I think we're fine. And Switzerland, same thing. I think we'd do just fine. So didn't even think about that way. There's definitely other teams we could have drawn that would have been not so great for the environment-wise, atmosphere, not environment. Unless people litter, I suppose. in that case, the environment. But anyways, yeah, anything else? You guys have a favorite group? Anything else you want to pick on before we get out of here?
I think sort of coming to the realization now with 48 teams and within this new format, it is tougher to have that like group of death where it's just like, oh my gosh, one of these teams isn't going to get through and they're such a good team. And even with the third place teams can get through. I feel like sometimes when you have a group of death, that's not always the case because the teams kind of beat up on each other and other groups with draws and stuff. It helps them. I like Group I personally. France, Senegal, Norway. We talked about Mbappe versus Holland. It's going to be a marquee matchup. You're also going to get that on the last match day too. And I think that one will be very exciting.
Yeah. Any of you guys favorite matches you might see coming up? Anything you spot in here?
I like a Japan-Netherlands. I think that's a very fun up and down game. I like watching both those teams. Spain-Uruguay. But that could be the last match day, so hopefully they both can top the group at that point, and it's a pivotal match. But yeah, to Poc's point, I think it's pretty spread out. I think all the favorites are going to be casting an eye past the groups and see who kind of you end up within the knockouts, right? So dive in and see who ends up going where after that.
Brazil-Morocco is a fun one to open up that group as well. Kind of a measuring stick game for Morocco after just such an amazing run last World Cup. So to now do it against a team that has been so up and down in qualifying, but obviously has a ton of star power, see if they can start their tournament off right against a really good team.
Yeah, well, goals galore. Netherlands, Japan, we got to watch out.
We willed it. We willed it into existence.
And we cannot forget streetwear icon Voltemade. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us, wasting some time with us for a couple hours. The World Cup just feels real now. I mean, like now that we know who everyone is playing, it's no longer just conceptual. Now the matches are real. Italy just has to do their thing.
All eyes on March.
Yeah, all eyes
on March.
Asking Italy, like relying on Italy for anything is never good.
I think now that they know, like now that they see the pathway that's at stake, I think they get it.
You think they'll be buoyed by the draw?
They know about Woodbridge, Ontario, and they know the atmosphere that awaits if they can get through.
I just hope it happens. It would just be awesome.
Yeah.
It would be awesome.
All right. Thanks for joining us.